say. For now, you can title this class, this is a sisters class. Okay? This is a sisters class. So I need you sisters to be paying attention. I need y'all to be listening. Even the ones that are doing the computer. They gotta pay attention. Don't be falling asleep behind the computer. Alright? You can title this one. Man, there's so many titles in my head. But let me see. Let me go there real quick.
The wicked are estranged from the womb.
Right? You can man, you can title this one, Are You the Light? Are you the light? Now, let me ask y'all a question. What does the light represent?
Guidance.
It represents what?
Guidance.
Represents guidance. What else? Allison.
Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding.
Wisdom, knowledge, understanding. What else? All good answers. What else?
Direction.
It represents a direction. The ability to be able to see clearly, right? So, I'm gonna ask y'all straight up, you sisters, are you the light? Are you the light, not that guides your husband, but are you that refreshing light that, you know, when you wake up in the morning and you open the shades and the sun hits you, you're like, damn, that's beautiful, it feels good. You get that light, that sun ray is refreshing.
Rejuvenated.
You get rejuvenated. You're like, wow. You know, you step outside after being in the house and the sun just warms you delicately on the face, right? It kisses you on the cheek. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? The sun just hits you on the face and just gives you a light little kiss on the face and you're like, damn, that feels good. I like that sun. Are you that type of light? Are you that light for your household? Are you that light for your husband? Are you that light for your children? You know, it's important to examine and see if you're not that light, then what are you really? Oh, you answering that?
Well,
Are you answering that?
No, it's reminding me of
What's up?
It's the song, the title. The title of this class, Are You the Light? Remind me of the Bobby Caldwell song, Open Your Eyes.
Right?
And then with comment sample it.
There is a light
Yeah.
that shines, precious for you. Yeah, are you that light? Right? I never knew what love like, right? But what was he singing about? He was singing about that light and equating it to this woman, right? So, what manner of light shines within you? Now, obviously, we're going to go through the scriptures to show whether or not you have that light and how that light gets dimmed and the effects thereof. It's very important because, and we say it a lot, man. We say it a lot that the woman, she controls the mood of the house. You know what I mean by that? You know what any brother know what I mean by it? The woman controls the mood of the house. Go ahead. Or she can dictate. I don't want to say she controls it, but she can dictate the mood of the home. What do I mean by that?
Well, like if you come home from a long day and she's in a fussy mood and you're like, dang, I just been dealing with everything outside in the world. Now I gotta come home and deal with all this stuff too. I can't come home and get rest.
Right. So her mood can add on to what? A stressful day. Now, it doesn't mean that she controls your spirit and how you're supposed to deal with her. No matter what, the Bible says deal with them according to knowledge. So she can wig out all she wants. A man of knowledge is going to recognize, well, wait a minute, let's slow it down and let's make sure that we interject wisdom into the situation so it don't get carried away. Next thing you know, it's a domestic violence situation. Right? But the mood and the tone of the home is dictated on different virtues that each person has. The virtue of a woman dictates her home. The virtue of a woman dictates the mood and the spirit in which there's a reaction, there's an action and a reaction, excuse me. So, yeah, either we can counsel all night about some BS, or we can be in a joyful mood, right? Or we could be in counsel mode, Bible, scriptures, you getting your ear chewed off, or we could be in a joyful mode. Now that depends on your reaction to reactions. Because just because I come home, again, might have a long day, right? Dealing with a lot of stuff, as men, especially, men in the truth, we deal with a lot on a day-to-day. We're dealing with a lot, man. The world is against us. And it's not just like some physical BS, like the world is against you. We got spirits, and we knowingly know that we have spirits attacking us on the daily. Everything that attacks is a spirit. It just manifests through that carnal. So what? We're dealing with a lot that we come home, and you come home a little edgy sometimes, right? You come home edgy. Now, it doesn't mean, it's not an excuse for brothers to come home and be brute, beast, and lion and get in order. I'm here to regulate because I couldn't regulate the world. Now I got to come home and master over you. No, but sometimes we come home a little on edge, a little rigid, just from the day, a little shell-shocked, right? Now, what is it that's supposed to bring us some comfort, some rest? Right. Go to Proverbs. Go to Proverbs 14:1. Go to Proverbs 14 and verse 1.
Done. Proverbs chapter 14 and verse 1.
Actually, hold that. You could drop that actually. Save that. Go to Ecclesiastes 26 and verse 16. Ecclesiastes is in the Apocrypha 26 and verse 16. Yeah, make sure you read with some power. Make sure you read it clear.
Ecclesiasticus 20, verse 26, chapter 26, verses 16. As the sun, when it ariseth in the high heaven,
right,
so is the beauty of a good wife in the ordering of her house.
Right, so y'all see that, right? This is what we were talking about earlier. As the sun, when it's in its height, when it's in its fullness, the Most High is equating that to the beauty of when a woman, a good woman, has her house in order. Now, is that just talking about, oh yeah, she cooked and she cleaned? Well, she did laundry. Is that what it's talking about? Like, just those things? Are those the only things that the house is contingent on? No. Now, those are the carnal things that gotta get done anyway, right? A man can cook and clean. A man can do his laundry. I can order a house if that's what it's about. If that's what it's just on, I can order my own house, right? Plenty of brothers can cook, clean, sew for themselves, do whatever they need to do.
Yep.
Right? So we got to look a little bit deeper into the scripture and understand that this ain't just contingent on cooking, because you made a meal, because you cooked, because you cleaned, because you washed the dishes after you cooked, because you did the things that were necessary to keep the house from decaying. It's more than just those physical things. Watch, read on.
Verse 17. As the clear light is upon the holy candlestick.
Because what is a candlestick? What is this light supposed to be doing? It's supposed to be casting out all this darkness, right? That's why you light a candle. To cast out the darkness. To cast out the evil. Right? For this wisdom. Think about it as this wisdom that's supposed to be shining. It's just a clear light. There's clarity here. Equate it to the mind and remove the carnal aspect of it and put yourself in the spiritual. Put yourself in the mind. And you say, damn, what is that clear light? What is that? What is it representing? Well, it represents this woman and her mind and her thought process. So she's clear, as a clear light on a candlestick. Read.
So is the beauty of the face in ripe age.
Right. You see, so is the beauty. So you see how the scriptures is going, and it's talking about this woman, the ordering of her house, even her beauty. Right?
Come on.
Now, the reason why I'm going here to show is because there's things that changes a woman's beauty. And it's really not just because she didn't put no makeup on. Well, she ain't got no makeup on today, so her beauty is different. No. It's something deeper. She ordered her house, but is it really, really in order? The ordering of the house starts with her, but not just the dishes and cooking. It's her spirit. How is her spirit? Is her spirit in order with her husband's spirit? And then let's get the kids in order together. Y'all understand that?
Come on.
Major, you good? Come. Go ahead, read on. Verse 7. Verse 18.
Verse 18.
Stay with me, Jermaine.
Come on.
Read.
As the golden pillars are upon the sockets of silver,
Come on.
so are the fair feet with a constant heart.
So are what?
A fair feet with a constant heart.
Right. Go to Ecclesiastes 36 and verse 22. Ecclesiastes 36 and verse 22. So if you look at these scriptures and you dive into this little spiritual aspect that it's trying to show you, you'll see that the ordering of a house, it's a beautiful thing. But it's deeper than just walking in and she cooked for me. See, she cooks. See, she cleans. Guess what? Women in the world cook and clean. Women without wisdom cook and clean, because they got to eat too. And they need that fork to be able to eat whatever they cook. So they'll cook and clean. They do their laundry. Right? They do because what do they brag about? What do women in the world, what is their claim to fame? Girl, I can cook. I know how to get to a man's heart. The way to a man's heart is through his what?
Stomach.
Through his stomach. Right? So that's their claim to fame. Like, I know my man. I got to do is cook him a meal and I got him in check. So we know it got to be way more deeper. This light that the woman, that she's supposed to represent, is way more deeper than just cooking. It's way more deeper than the basic things that, women back in the 40s and 50s, they were taught these things at 7, 8 years old. Damn, 8-year-old could cook you a whole 4-course meal. She can cook, clean, sew. She was the damn mom. She was like mom part 2. Right? Because what was she training to be? She was training to be a wife, a mother. But it wasn't just like, the carnal. They were gearing her mind and that every day doing the same things over and over. What was it supposed to do to her mind? Train it, discipline, right? Some women just learn how to cook in their 30s. They just learn how to clean in their 30s. So are you going to be disciplined in it? Are you going to get that discipline side of cooking, cleaning, ordering your house in the carnal? Of course not. You just started learning. So you didn't pick up the discipline aspect, the consistency aspect of it. It got to be a consistent thing. Right? You didn't pick up those parts of the ordering of your house because you just learned. Your husband is showing you. Or, you didn't have a man that required. But now that you do, these are the things that are required. So it's a lot deeper. You need consistency. You need discipline. You need discernment. Just like how we deal with brothers, you sisters need that too. You need faith. You need all these things in ordering your house the right way. But the Most High said, just like the sun in its fullness is the same way as the beauty of a woman that orders her house aright. You gotta really, really understand that. These points are real important. Ecclesiastes 36:22.
Ecclesiastes 36, verse 22. The beauty of a woman cheereth the countenance.
Now, check this out. beauty of a woman cheereth the countenance. Whose countenance?
A man's.
Her husband's, right?
Come.
Now, is it just talking about only her physical beauty?
Lie.
Because you can be beautiful as hell and destroy my countenance with your what?
Yes,
Words.
attitude.
With your garbage attitude, with your disgruntled attitude, with your with that lack of wisdom when you speak. So you can be beautiful, but that doesn't mean you're going to cheer my countenance just off of your beautiful eyes and your beautiful skin. No. It takes a lot more, especially if you're dealing with a spiritual man. It takes a lot more to cheer his countenance than your looks. Y'all got to understand this. It takes a lot more. He's past the beauty. He's been with you 30 years. He's past that. Now what? Right? That stage of looking into her eyes and like, damn, that's my boo. Right? You look at her across the room like, that's mine. That's gone now. Is it that you're ugly? No. Well, we know the carnal aspects of everything fade off.
Come.
Right? Now, what is there to be relied on? It's the spiritual. The spiritual is what lasts. The carnal don't last. So, read it one more time.
Ecclesiasticus 36, verse 22.
Right?
The beauty of a woman cheereth the countenance.
Right, because is a woman just considered beautiful because of her looks?
Lie.
No. There's ugly, beautiful sisters, right? I want to say ugly. There's women that are not, they might not be physically attractive to you. And you're like, that's a beautiful sister. Because what are you talking about? Her spirit, the way she rolls, the fact that she has humility, the fact that she knows how to speak to a man, the fact that she knows how to answer. You're like, damn, that's a beautiful sister. Because the wisdom that comes out of her mouth, the way she deals, the way she carries herself, that overrides looks. That automatically overrides looks. But guess what? You know what destroys looks also? You know what overrides looks on the other hand? Where you can be beautiful as hell, and when you open your mouth, you sound like a demon. Guess what that does? That overrides all your looks. Automatically, you're like, can't deal with that one. She's pretty and prideful? Oh no. Can't have that. Pretty and disgruntled? Pretty and hateful? Pretty and contentious? Those things don't mix. Maybe in movies, those mix. She's pretty and dangerous, right? She's like, yeah, in the movies, kind of. But here in the real world, no. Because now, for her, it's all about the carnal. It's all about, yeah, well, nigga, I'm pretty, bow to me. Well, yeah, I'm good looking, so you're going to do what I say or else, or I'm going to go to the next retard that's only looking for looks. So we got to see, man. Read it one more time.
Ecclesiasticus 36, 22.
Uh-huh.
The beauty of a woman cheereth the countenance.
Right, read.
And a man loveth nothing better.
Right. A man loved nothing better but that beauty. And to be cheered up. He takes pride in that. You know, again, let's deal with a spiritual man. What's he taking pride in? The fact that, yeah, his wife is beautiful on the inside and on the out. Ain't that what they say in the world? But in the world, it's just like, man, she got a big booty. She's 36, 24, 36. Right? Look at her. That's my boo. She's walking around in damn mini shorts and lingerie. Yeah, look at that. She a dime, ain't she? They never can say, damn, look at how she rolls in wisdom. Look at how she treats me in biblically. It ain't never that. See, a spiritual man loves when his woman knows how to answer or take correction or be submissive. That's what a spiritual man wants. Because you know what destroys his countenance? When he says, hey man, do it like this, or we're going to do it like this, and next thing you know, it has to be a damn argument. That's what destroys the countenance. That's what a man hates. I know I hate it. And every man that is in this wisdom should too. But guess what? You sisters should hate it even more. Because that's what you're supposed to be pulling up off of you. Is that contentious, disgruntled, bitter woman that been hurt, been used and abused. That's what you're supposed to be shedding. Because why? Now you're coming back into the purpose of what you were intended to be. Read on.
If there be kindness.
If there, wait. If there be what?
Kindness.
Go ahead.
Meekness.
See, this is what the man loves. If there be what?
Kindness.
Come on.
Meekness.
Read.
And comfort.
And what?
Comfort.
Come on.
In her tongue.
You see that? These are the things that he loves. These are the things that makes her beautiful besides carnal looks. These are the things that he loves, man. It said if there be what? Read it from the top.
If there be kindness, meekness, and comfort.
Kindness. She's kind. She's kind. She's giving. Right? You talk to her and you're like, damn, she's so kind. Her tone of voice, the way she answers questions, the way she deals with adverse situations. Wow, she's kind. Go ahead. After kindness.
And comfort.
It says and meekness.
And meekness.
She got that meek, humble spirit. Not haughty, not prideful, not nigga I know best, not oh I know more than you. But there gotta be some meekness there. Now, this ain't saying that you perfect, that you gotta be some perfect woman. But it is saying that this is what beautifies you, and this is how you illuminate the things around you. This is how you illuminate the household. This is how you order your house aright. This is how the Most High equates you ordering your house aright. Your little bit of light that you can bring, he equates that to the sun. He equates that to the sun in its fullness. Y'all understand? Read on.
Then is not her husband.
It says, and comfort in her tongue. Right?
Come.
She's supposed to bring comfort. That soothing speech. Not when you walk in the door, I'm going to nag you. I'm going to belittle you. I'm questioning you because I'm trying to make my point, or I'm showing you where you're off. You gotta be comfort in your tongue. You gotta, it's you know what it's about? When things are going a certain way, and you're like, okay, babe, it's gonna be all right. You offer words of wisdom instead of what? See, I told you we shouldn't have did it that way. See, I told you that. I said. Nah, nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants the I told you so's.
Or even the I told you so look.
Or even the I told you so look. Like, see?
The nonverbals.
The nonverbal communications, right? The nonverbals, but you know what? Oh, and I'm going to go into that. Because you know what's crazy? Us as men, we pick those up. But it's sad because you women don't pick up nonverbal cues. When it comes, you pick them up when it comes to certain things, but when it comes to other things, you're like, you blow things off as if you didn't see it. The nonverbal cues. So yeah, the I told you so look, the contentious look, because some of you sisters are getting to the point where you know, like, okay, I can't argue with him no more. I can't really get out of pocket with him. But what do? Your body language. Your back stiffen up and you get tight and you start moving around and throwing shit around. Excuse my language. Start throwing things around a certain way, right? And moving and doing things a certain way because he's not looking at the time. That ain't right either. And then when he does see it, it's like, why are you moving like that? Why are you acting like that in this moment? Ain't no comfort in that. Again, he's dealing with the weight of the world out there in the elements, day in, day out. Both of you are.
Yeah.
Both of you are, but you know what the sad part is? He's there to do what? What is a man in wisdom, what is he there to do? Okay, what?
He's a strong man. He's supposed to protect and protect the house and make sure everything keeps going. If
Right,
anything happens,
but-
it falls on him.
Right. And how does he do it? Hey, how was your day? And he sits back and listens. Oh, yeah? Oh, okay. Yeah, how'd you handle that? Oh, really? Oh, okay. Huh, interesting. Well, did you try this? The sad part is he's sitting back trying to listen to help. Then as soon as he gives you a constructive criticism, all hell breaks loose. All hell breaks loose, but it's like, wait a minute. What are you talking to me about your day for then? Is it not to be helped? Or are you just talking to vent? The scripture says, a wise man hear a word and add on to it. Right? So if I hear a wise word, or even if I hear something that's a little bit that can be corrected, you should be wanting that to do things the right way. So the man, he makes himself available to be that spiritual pillar for you. That spiritual rest. The one where you can go to, even if, think about the little things you women ask your husbands to do, and you can do yourself. Think about it. The little nonchalant, hey, can you reach this? Hey, I can't find this. Hey, I don't know how to do this. And it's like, well, if I wasn't around, what would you do? You get it done. But do we sit there and say, well, if I wasn't around, what would you do? No, we get up and we fix it, we reach it, right? We counsel it. we find the solutions to things, right? Ain't that what the man does day in and day out? Now, everybody has a duty to offer some comfort, some level to their partner, right? Brothers are there to comfort brothers, sisters to comfort sisters. We're here as comfort to the nation, and then the wisdom is supposed to comfort us all. So, where does her at the end of the day? Where does her comfort supposed to come from? That comfort that she's supposed to give to her husband, where is that supposed to come from?
Most High. Scripture.
God, it's supposed to come through the wisdom. The comfort is this, that if the scriptures say where good is, evil is present, and we're going through a little hard patch or a rough patch, whatever it may be, might be short on a few bills or whatever the case. You know, you might have made a financial decision earlier in the month, and you really didn't consider like, oh, this bill is going to pop up. Now you might be short on a bill, right? You're trying to do something good. You went and you bought something good. You donated it to the school, whatever it may be. And now you did the good, but then now you forgot. Oh man, I got to pay this bill. Damn, forgot about the light bill, dog. Right? The comfort is this. Hey, babe, where good is, evil is also present. She's able to comfort you through the Bible, through the wisdom, the same comfort you would give her. Now, see, nigga, you shouldn't have donated to the school. See, I told, I knew that was going to happen. Why you owe it? There's no comfort in that. Y'all get that? Read on.
This is not her husband like other men.
Is what?
This is not her husband like other men.
No. Read it
Then,
again.
I'm sorry. Salat. Then is not her husband like other men.
Right. So if there be kindness, meekness, and comfort in her tongue. So what is it showing about the beauty of this woman in order in her house? She got to know how to talk. She has to know how to speak with the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the Most High. Go to Proverbs. So, and what does that mean? You know what that means? That means that she can't ride the coattails of her husband her whole Israelite career. You can't ride your husband's coattails. You actually got to dive in and seek out the wisdom. You got to dive in and understand, wait a minute, let me apply this scripture at the right time. Well, I see my husband, he's a strong dude, but even strong men get a little bit weak. They get a little frustrated. They get a little sidetracked. Am I going to be the one to further his weakness, or am I going to offer strength and comfort in the time of need? Truthfully, what else are you here for? What else are you here for if you're not able to do that? Rhetorical. Go to Proverbs 31 and verse 26.
Proverbs chapter 31, verse 26.
Go ahead.
She openeth her mouth with wisdom.
She does what?
Openeth her mouth with wisdom.
She does what?
She openeth her mouth with wisdom.
With folly?
With wisdom.
With backbiting and contention.
With wisdom.
She's always arguing.
With wisdom.
See, it's about opening your mouth with wisdom. With something that can be used to fix the situation at the time. Not let me open my mouth just to open it, just to add fuel to the fire. What is that going to do for either one of you? Because Satan is just standing right there laughing. See, got him. Got her. Got him. He's sitting right in the middle of y'all. And you guys are just tossing the hate and the fighting and the arguing it's like volleyball. And Satan is the net, and you just bouncing the ball over his head. He's just like, hey. He's just dancing in the middle of you. That's what happens when you argue, man. Who's winning? No one that's in the argument is winning but Satan. No one is winning in a contentious or bitter situation but Satan. Even when you buck up in your mind, when you try to fight it, and you get in your mind like, man, I ain't doing that. I don't care what he said. Satan won. Satan won that. Just because your husband don't see it, the Most High does. Y'all got to get better at controlling the mind, the things that are up here, because when you control that mind, then guess what you can control? You can control that mouth. And then your husband can look at you and say, damn. You know, like Usher, there goes my baby. Ooh, girl, ooh, right?
Right.
A man can actually sit back and say, damn, that's my wife. You can actually sit back and watch her roll around and deal with people. And be like, damn, that's my rib.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Gone.
That's my boo. You ever watch Martin? How Martin and Gina were?
Gone.
He was always like, that's my boo. Right? He was proud. He was proud when she was putting cats in check and the way she handled business. I mean, she was prideful as hell, but y'all see the point. He was proud to say that, that's my woman. Now, you got to ask yourself this: is your husband proud to put you on display? And not in the way of, oh, look, this is my trophy wife. But when he has to unleash you around the congregation to handle business, does he got to watch what you're about to say? He got to train you in he has to tell you what to say verbatim so you don't mess up? Or he got to go back and, hey, what was she talking to you about?
Right.
Does he got to go back and do that to make sure that you ain't out there just spilling negative and misrepresenting him? You got to ask yourself. You got to ask yourself. Sisters, you got to learn how to talk the right way, not just to your husband, but to one another, to other brothers, to other sisters. You got to know how to just let your speech and your conversation be in the wisdom. Y'all get that? You have something to say?
Oh, just what you're saying makes me think about this scripture.
What you got?
It's in in the Apocrypha Ecclesiasticus, chapter 25 and verse 18.
Wait. Where you going?
25 and 18, you probably got it.
Come on, man. You're stealing my scriptures. Yeah, we're going to go there.
Gone.
You know I got that. We're going to go there. We're going to go there. It's a good one, though. It's a good one. Oh, you put up Martin. You funny. Right? So, where we at? Y'all, you sisters with me so far? Con. I hope you online. I hope y'all are with me. I'm taking it slow because I want y'all to get this. Read.
Proverbs chapter 31 and verse 26.
She
openeth her mouth with wisdom.
Go ahead.
And in her tongue is the law of kindness.
You see that? In the tongue is the law of kindness. The law of kindness, that willingness to hear people out and hear the conclusion of the matter and judge properly. Say the right things at the right time to get the result that's needed. Not add fuel to the fire. Not make a situation go from it was peaceful to contentious because you got a bitter, disgruntled attitude. Read on.
She looketh well to the ways of her household.
This is how she does it, man. You do it by applying wisdom. Because your household, again, is not contingent on how well you cook and how much downy you put in the damn washer. It's not contingent. Like, oh, see, you can eat off my floors. Like, who gives a damn? I don't want to come to your house because you don't know how to talk. So I will never be able to go eat your meal or anything like that because the way you talk, that's how they do in church, man. Church folks be all about cooking, cleaning, baking pies, doing laundry. House is well in order. You can't sit in the living room. Everything wrapped in plastic, right? But then when you walk into their house, the first thing they want to do is do what? Gossip, right? Gossipers, busybodies, and other men's matters. That's the first thing. Disrespectful to their husbands. Y'all watch Greenleaf? Come on, man. That's the perfect. I like that show because it shows all the hypocrisy of the Christian church. All the hypocrisy of religion. Where you got this woman usurping the authority and just talking to her husband any old way, but they're supposed to be pastors. He's supposed to be a bishop. How you ruling your house when your wife is ruling over you? And disrespectful and out of her mouth comes contention and hate. No wisdom, no knowledge, no understanding, nothing biblical. No comfort of the scriptures, no comfort of the wisdom. The scriptures say, be not unequally yoked with a non-believer. Some of y'all are non-believers on the low, you sisters, but you're riding the coattail of your husband, and it's showing when you open your lips to talk. It's like, wait a minute, you really believe in the Bible? Because the way you talking, you might as well go kick it with Nicki Minaj and Cardi B and them. You talk like them. You sound like them. Like the little ghetto chicken head hood rat. The belief comes in applying, man. And assimilating yourself into wisdom. Not just letting wisdom pass you. Well, I'm doing it, my husband said it, so it gotta be real. Or he told me to do it. You gotta be convinced in your own mind. The way you know that you're convinced is when you're doing things through a free mind, through a free will. Read on.
And eateth not the bread of idleness.
Read it one more time.
And eateth.
I really choked.
And eateth not the bread of idleness.
You see that? She orders the beauty of her ordering her house around. It don't just stop with the cooking, the cleaning, the carnal things. She's not idle. So what does she got to do? She got to get in that wisdom. She got to get in that word. She got to attain the parables. She has to be attentive to the needs of not just her husband, but her children. Not just her household, but the household of the Most High. So there's no time to sit back. Like, yeah, I'm about to go rest for a week. There ain't no time for that. There's no time for idleness because idleness teacheth much evil, right? So in her mind, she's like, how do I stay busy? See, this is what the Most High looks at and says, damn, this is beautiful. It's these things, it's these characteristics that the sisters got to have, man. This is what the Most High is looking at. He's like, is she idle? Does she know how to talk? Is she even cooking? Right? Does she cook? Okay, come. Does she clean? Okay, come. Is she talking the right way? Is she thinking the right way? She's saying the right things. See, I ain't gonna skip. I ain't gonna jump there. Now go to Proverbs 14 and verse 1. Now go to Proverbs 14 and verse 1.
Proverbs chapter 14.
Actually, read verse 28 in Proverbs. Read verse 28 in Proverbs 30. 30 and verse 28.
Come.
Mm-hmm.
Proverbs chapter 31 verse 28.
Come on.
Her children arise up and call her blessed.
Right. Are they rising up like, damn, Mom, you made us a bowl of cereal this morning.
And call her blessed.
Go ahead.
Her husband also. And he praiseth her.
He does what?
he praiseth her.
Is it just because of the apple pie? No. It's the completeness of everything that she's doing. It's the fact that, damn, she went from ashy to classy, right? She went from not being able to understand wisdom and the basics to now look at her. She's able to teach wisdom. Her husband's blessing her because now the children are falling in line. Because now she's able to go out and teach other women. You see that? The blessing ain't because you poured up some cereal or because you heated up something in the oven. They're not like, oh, see, they're not, that's not what it's talking about. I gotta keep saying that because I know in some of y'all's minds, y'all are like, well, my house is in order. Because look, I'm doing this, this, and this. But it's deeper. It's deeper than rap. It's deeper than rap, man. It goes deeper than just the things that you can see with the carnal eye. You gotta really dig deep into your spirit and into your soul and really examine yourself and say, wow, do I possess these basic qualities to keep my house in order? And for the Most High to look down on my house and say, damn, this is a beautiful ordering of a home. Jump to Proverbs 14 and verse 1.
Proverbs chapter 14, verse 1.
Go ahead.
Every wise woman buildeth her house.
Right, because we know that what? Wisdom buildeth her house. Right? And has hewn down 7 pillars. We know that. She builds, a wise woman is going to build with wisdom because what's going to happen is that her house will never fall. A wise woman understands that. If I build in the spirit, if I build in wisdom, if I build in meekness and comfort, if I build in the application of wisdom, my house is going to stand forever. I don't got to worry about my husband lacking. I don't got to worry about me lacking. See, you know what's sad? Some of y'all's greatest fear is that, you sisters, is your husband giving his time to another. Whether it be another woman, whether it be anything other than you. Because it's not just about wives or women. But it's like y'all's fear is that he's giving his time to something else other than you. But you only give him part of your time. You only give him part of your attention. You don't give him the full you. But your fear is, oh, I don't want you to split your time between me and something else. Oh, you spending too much time in the video game. Oh, you spending too much time in the gym. Oh, you spending too much time studying. Ain't that what women say? You spending too much time with them brothers over there. Right? But what are you spending time on? Flicking through Instagram, flicking through Snapchat, flicking through favelas and novellas and all the foolishness that's corrupting your mind. Flicking through everybody else's damn business. Flicking through all the retarded thoughts in your mind that don't build your house. That's what you're thumbing through the past. Like, yeah, I remember when I was 19 and I was just clubbing. I remember that. Those were the good old days. You thumbing through your old thoughts like it's a Rolodex. You thumbing through all the old photos from 10 years ago that's still on your phone. Like, I was 10 years. The memory comes up, the Google memories. 10 years ago today. You're like, damn, girl. That's when I was living. I ain't had no kids. I ain't have to listen to this nigga talk. Right? And you sitting back wanting that. But now when your husband is he's trying to build things in wisdom, you're like, oh, you spending too much time doing that. You spending too much time with them brothers. You always in school. You always in class. You always counseling. You ain't never got no time for me. But it's the same thing. Just one is building things spiritually, and the other is just being idle. Read it again.
Every wise woman buildeth her house.
Go ahead.
But the foolish plucketh it down.
Right, but go ahead.
With her hands.
Now, the foolish woman, she destroys her house. Now, y'all are with me, right?
Come on.
So, miss, If a foolish woman pulls down her house, what is she destroying? Just pertaining to everything that we've been saying. What is a foolish woman? What are the things that she destroys in her house? Do you know?
She's destroying the unity.
She-
She's destroying the spirits.
And she's not destroying like the demonic spirits. She's destroying the good spirit in the house, right? Because she's not. Because remember, y'all are the key to the lock. Y'all are you guys dictate the mood. I'm not gonna say y'all dictate the spirit, because that's different. But the mood of things, the joy, right? Y'all dictate that, man. Bro could come home mad as hell from work, and if his wife is in the right spirit, that madness, she can tame that down. Y'all watch the Hulk. Y'all watch Avengers. Come on, big fella. The sun's on. What did she say?
The sun's on the
The
rise.
sun's on the rise. And what does she do? She takes his hand. She takes the Hulk's hand, right? The green monster, right? He's in Hulk mode.
Right.
He's in angry, just no wisdom mode, right? Not how we ain't supposed to roll like that.
Right.
But just to show you, I like that because it shows you how this woman is soft. What does she do? She comes with wisdom. She comes with a soft touch. All right, big fella. The sun's right. She gives him the smooth, calming speech. And what does she do? She brings him out of that mood and brings him right back to calmness, to that rest. Right? So what else is being destroyed? And either one of y'all.
Oh.
What else is being destroyed? Y'all gotta participate too? No. This is. I want sisters to answer. I want to see if they're thinking. What else is being? She said it. What did you say?
Unity.
The unity. What else?
The spirits.
The spirit. What else? I'll let them answer now. Oh wait, what else?
The trust.
Damn. See, she's trying to go deep. She's trying to dive in there. What else?
I say the order of things.
The ordering of things, right? What else?
The communication.
Communication. What else?
Any of the good things that you built on a foundation,
Right. Any of it's simple. Any of the fruits of the spirit, because that's what your household is supposed to. When it says she built a wise woman built her house, she's building in the fruits of the spirit: love, peace, joy, charity, long suffering, right, and many other fruits of the spirit. It's not just those 5. It's all the fruits. It's all the attributes of wisdom. She's not hearing at the hearing of her ears or the sight of her eyes, right? She's not taking things just for this face value, like this nigga looks mad, so I ain't gonna talk to him. Or he looks mad, so I'm gonna add to this madness. Or I heard him going off, so I'm gonna match his level. No, she's using all the different attributes of wisdom to say, okay, how do I get my husband keep him in a good mood? If he comes home in a good mood, how do I keep it good? How do I keep the spirit in the house? Not just the husband, but the children. How do I keep their mood? How do I maintain my own mood? See, women are moody, right? Because you don't even know how to maintain your own mood. Wisdom build a woman. It says a wise woman buildeth her house. Again, it's not just she's getting a hammer and nails and hammering her house together. It's really she knows how to keep the mood, her own spirit level, day in and day out. No matter what she got to do, no matter how much it seems like her day is, she only got 24 hours in the day, but she got 48 hours worth of work. Guess what? She ain't fazed by it. She's like, you know what? Wisdom is one thing at a time. I'm going to get what I can get done, and as I can. I'm going to delegate. I'm going to do this. It's wisdom when it says a wise woman builds her house. Again, another scripture that is showing it's not just a carnal thing. Y'all understand that, right? Yeah, the building is all these other spiritual things that a house is contingent on. Like, who said it? Luther, right? A house is not a home. Because there's a difference between a house and a home. A house is just a building. But when it's a home, that means there's a spirit in that house. Right? Like people say, like this don't feel like home, right? Because they don't feel that type of spirit, that welcoming, right? That joyful, that playful, that light, airy. You know when you walk into a house and it's like it's airy and it's bright and it's fresh. You walk in, you're like, damn, that's a nice house. It might not be the most immaculate house. It ain't no $1 million house. But you walk in, it smells good, it looks good, the spirit is inviting. You're like, whoa, I want to move in. Right? You're like, damn. But then you walk into some houses and you're like, wait a minute. I feel contention up in here. Something's off. But how do you? But it's a spirit that's in the house. Because why? He comes home. She wants to argue. Nigga, where you been? I've been out. What you mean you been out? I don't gotta answer to you. You ain't gotta tell me nothing. That spirit is there. But those light, breezy houses that you walk in, it's almost like those Downy commercials, those Mr. Clean commercials where everything's just white, and it's like the breeze is blowing from one end of the house to the other. It's like a constant flow of breeze, right? They push open the back doors, what do they call them? The bay doors, right? The bay windows, and the window and the curtains are just flapping. You're like, damn, it's a nice house. But it's the spirit of the house. We've all been there, because guess what? The house that you grew up in, it might have had that nice, airy, fresh, breezy spirit, and then what happened? Over time, it turned into this dark, cloudy, heavy spirit. Where you're like, damn, I don't even want to be here. When your husband gets off of whatever he gets off of and don't want to go home, you need to check the spirit in your house. You need to check the mood in that house. It ain't just about changing the Febreze outlet. Oh, let me change out the plugins. You better check that spirit that's in there. Because it might be a contentious, arguing, bitter, disgruntled, lack of communication type of spirit that's floating, that has been festering day in and day out. Because why? It starts with the lack of communication. It starts with the lack of understanding one another's duties and understanding each other. And then you just keep building. But a wise woman, she's searching all these things out. She's communicating daily. She's making sure there is no mistrust. I'm gonna let you know everything I got going on. That way he ain't gotta think like, when I'm out, oh, she's banging the mailman. And then he comes home and he sees a weird set of keys on the table. Whose keys are these? Oh, don't worry about that. What you mean don't worry about that? Communicate. Comfort his mind. You see that? Comfort his mind. Don't leave things open for interpretation. We're real good at that. I'm gonna just let him nigga, think what you want. Well, I'm asking you to tell me what's going on so I don't have to think what I want, because I'm gonna think the worst. I'm gonna think that you're a damn a dirtball. That's what I'm gonna think. Now I'm gonna think you a thought bouncing from pole to pole. So help ease my mind. Right? And vice versa. Now this ain't just on the woman, it's the man too. We gotta be a little bit better at articulating our points and articulating ourselves to our women so they can understand us. A lot of times they don't understand us. They don't understand how we roll. And when you start getting in this mode, when you get in that spirit mode, bro, you put on these blinders, and then whoever ain't attached to that spiritual mode, guess what happens? They start misunderstanding what you're about. They start misunderstanding the goal. They start misunderstanding the mission, and then they get left. So it's really our job as men also to help the women stay understanding what we're doing and the importance. Right? Read it one more time.
Every wise woman buildeth her house,
right?
But the foolish plucketh it down with her hand.
Right, and all the things y'all said, all the things you sisters named are right on target. One of the main things that I'm going to touch on is this. Go to Ecclesiastes 9 verse 9. Ecclesiastes 9 verse 9.
Ecclesiastes chapter 9 verse 9.
Read.
Live joyfully.
Live what?
Joyfully. Come on. With the wife whom thou lovest all the days of the life of thy vanity.
So the Bible is telling you, this is damn near a commandment. He said, live joyfully. He said, live joyfully with your wife. The wife of your vanity, right? Live joyfully in what? Her beauty. Live joyfully in that comfort. We're supposed to live joyfully as man and wife. We're supposed to live joyfully, no matter who you with. It's no, Ecclesiastes 25:1. No greater joy when a man and a wife agree together in one. Right? Don't it say that? Or did I misquote?
It's
And a man, I got it. Read that real quick.
in 3 things was I beautiful. Ecclesiastes chapter 25 and verse 1.
Uh-huh.
In 3 things was I beautified
Come on.
and stood up perfect before the Lord, before the Most High, and men.
Right. See, again, that beautifying, that sun at the top of its peak, this is beautiful to the Most High. Go ahead.
The unity of brethren.
So we know about the unity of brethren. The Most High definitely loves that. Go ahead.
The love of neighbors.
The love of neighbors, because that's important. Love thy neighbor as thyself. Come on.
A man and a wife that agree together.
And a man and a wife that agree together. A man and a wife that build their house in wisdom. The agreeing together is this, though. It's understanding what your role is as a woman, and the man understanding what his role is as a man. That's first and foremost. Let's agree on the order of things. Let's agree on how things should be ordered. And then, guess what? Everything else falls right into play. Everything else falls right into play when you figure out how do things first go decently and in order. How do we become decent to one another? Well, they got to be ordered. When we establish order, man, everything else gets established. Right? Jump back to Ecclesiastes 9 and 9. Read one more time, and then somebody else get Proverbs 15:18.
Live joyfully with the wife whom thou lovest all the days of the life of thy vanity.
So the Bible is telling us to live joyfully. So you know what's lost when it comes to the woman? If she's not building her house in wisdom, the joy. The joy to want to be around her is lost on that man. Because guess what? He leaves work, where does he want to go? Nigga, I'd rather go to the bar. I'd rather go kick it with the homies. The Bible says it, right? Watch. Go to Proverbs
15:18.
No, not 15:18. There's a few of them. Give me the one. I'd rather dwell in a housetop.
Oh.
It's in the 20s. This one just hit me. Oh, here it is. Go to 21, Proverbs 21 and verse 19. I told you I'm trying to get off this Bible app. I'm telling y'all, I'm finding my scriptures. I'm telling y'all, y'all gotta get up off these apps, man.
Done.
Go ahead, read Proverbs 21 and verse 19.
Proverbs chapter 21, verse 19.
Come on.
It is better to dwell in the wilderness.
See, a man would rather go to work and then go dwell in the wilderness. He'd rather go sit at the damn bar or sit in his car, right? Or sit outside in the parking lot of his job than what?
Then with a
contentious.
Then with a contentious and an angry woman.
Right. See, this is the Bible is telling you this. Now, how many relationships have you been in where, babe, where you at? Just out. you call your husband or boyfriend at the time, whatever you had. Yeah, how come you ain't coming home? I don't feel like it. Or he gets into this mode. You know he get off at 5, but he don't get home till 10. Why? Because he'd rather not be at home with that contentious spirit. He'd rather not go home to arguing. He'd rather not go home to fighting and bickering and being looked at a certain way. Because you know why? He's figuring, well, guess what? And you know what's crazy about it? Look at it. Look at this. This happens to relationships in the world, right? This happens to relationships with no wisdom. I want y'all to really think about this. But in a man's spirit, even that doesn't have the Bible, he don't got this verse, and there's like 4 more just like it. He don't got none of these Bible verses, but in his spirit, it's embedded to not want to go home to that. What does that tell you? What does it tell you? That you don't have to have wisdom to understand that. What you don't have to have the wisdom of the Bible and 50,000 Bible verses to understand what contention brings, what arguments bring, what being out of order brings to a household. You don't have to have all these verses. You just feel it in your spirit. It says the spirit beareth witness, right? So a man feels it in his spirit when he's like, man, if I go home, this chick is gonna argue with me. I ain't messing with that. Because I want to go home and I'm gonna want to rest up. I'm gonna want to go home and chill real quick. I already had a long ass day. I already worked 15 hours. People yelling and screaming at me, my whack boss. Now I gotta go home to this other boss. The ball and chain, I gotta go home to that. And it's even worse if your husband's in the truth and got the wisdom and don't want to go home to you. Because what does that mean? That when he's trying to bring you wisdom, you're like, nah, nigga, I don't want to hear that. I'm going to just argue. I don't want to hear the wisdom that you're going to bring to help us solve situations because I'm bitter, I'm hateful, I'm mad, I'm prideful, I'm rebellious. He don't want to deal with that. But he don't need 1,000 verses to understand that. His spirit is telling him, no, don't go home and deal with that. Make up all the, listen, I'm going to stay in the mall longer. I'm going to work a longer shift. I'm going to go to the school and study. Or I'm going to go to the brother's house and kick it. Y'all women got to see it. When a man don't want to come home and be next to y'all, you got to check your spirit and really see what are you bringing to the table. Because then everything is thrown off. Everything is thrown off. The sexual mood is thrown off. Because you're not going to satisfy me there if you can't satisfy me in the spirit. It's thrown off. The whole mood, the whole head of the beginning to the end is finished. So I'm going to sit here, I'm going to study, I'm going to keep my mind on track, and I'm going to let you wallow over here in Facebook, Instagram, TV, your pride, your hate, your bitterness, your unwillingness to serve. I'm gonna let you wallow in that until you finally snap and figure out, like, damn, why he ain't talking to me? Why he ain't saying nothing to me, really? Well, because when I do say something, there gotta be a damn argument. Or when I do say something, there has to be a rebuttal or a why not, a reason why not to do. So, what is it better? It's better to shut the hell up, right? For me, it is. For most men, it is. Like, let me let you live. Let me let you think you got it. Right? Where we at?
Proverbs chapter 21, verse 19.
Go to Proverbs 15 and verse 18.
Proverbs chapter 15, verse 18.
We're talking about the joy that is being destroyed when a woman doesn't use wisdom to build her house, or when she stops using the wisdom to continue to grow. When she stops being the light of the house, the joy is destroyed. The joy to want to be here. And I'm going to show y'all something, because y'all are probably like, this nigga's tripping. He's blowing smoke. You're blowing smoke, qatazap. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. Joy, who needs it? I cook and I clean. And his laundry smells like Downy times 7. I love Downy. I love the way good laundry smells. By the way, I like soft sheets. I like all that. All right? I love all that. But there's more that I love other than that. I'll take a messy bed for a quiet mouth. I'll take a little bit of a cluttered room for a humble spirit. You know what I'm saying? I'll take that, because then we can work on the cleaning. We'll do that together. Read on.
Proverbs chapter 15, verse 18.
Come on.
A wrathful man.
No, Proverbs 5:18. Salakia. Yeah, that's my bad. Proverbs
chapter 5, verse 18.
My eyes are.
Let thy fountain be blessed.
Let thy what?
Fountain be blessed.
Now, somebody look up the word Somebody look up the definition. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna text this to you, the definition of enjoy that I have. But I want you to read this. I'm gonna text you this definition. Because it's a good definition. And this is the definition I want. Read on.
Con. And rejoice with the wives of thy.
Wait, it says to do what?
And rejoice.
To do what?
Rejoice.
The Bible is telling you to rejoice. With who?
With the wife of thy youth.
Now, how can I be rejoiceful and blessed if when I'm bringing out the things we should rejoice in, like the tribulation, the trials, you're like, nigga, why are we going through this in your mind? Like, we don't got to go through this. How can we rejoice together in unity if everything we're going through, you don't see the necessity? Or everything that we do, you don't see the reason why? Or you don't want to see the reason why? How can we rejoice together and get old? We can't. There's going to be a separation there at some point. How can I enjoy you? What's up? You good?
You know.
Yeah.
Memories.
Huh?
Memories.
How can we rejoice and enjoy one another? How can I enjoy you if there's fighting?
Can't.
If your spirit is not aligned with the wisdom that we're supposed to be building in, you can't, right?
Ah.
Now, what I want you to do is read that definition of enjoy. This is a word you like, enjoy. Why are we defining that? I know what it means to enjoy something. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. Read.
Enjoy.
Uh-huh.
To live in happiness.
Okay. Come. Right? That's it. To live in happiness. But what does that entail? Read.
To feel or perceive with pleasure.
To feel or to perceive with pleasure. Now we know, right? You enjoy you enjoy the carnalities of your women, the sleep that comes with pleasure, right? You enjoy that. That's the physical aspect. You enjoy when she cooks the meal. You enjoy when you go in, you open your drawer and your socks are all nicely neat, wife beaters folded up, everything's organized. You enjoy that, right? It brings a certain pleasure to you. Read on.
To take pleasure or satisfaction in the possession.
In the what?
In the possession.
So you take satisfaction in a possession. Read on.
Or experience of.
Or what?
Experience of.
You take satisfaction in the experience. Now, sisters, what experience do you bring to your house? What does your husband experience when he talks to you? Does he experience the same foolish ass people in the world that mumble and shun wisdom? Is that his experience with you? Where, hey babe, the Bible says, and you're like, nigga, I'm not trying to hear that. Or does he experience that, with that old glossed over look? You know that glossed over look that a person gets when you start talking and they get glossy, and in your mind you're like, yeah, she ain't listening. They ain't listening, right? They're hearing you, but they ain't listening. Is that what he's experiencing, or is he experiencing a camaraderie, a back and forth of trading of ideas, a back and forth of wisdom, where it's like, oh yeah, that's a good point, babe. Yeah, you're right. Look, well, I was thinking this and think. Well, no, is he experiencing counsel with his wife? And not just like, I'm counseling you because your spirit's off, but now we can trade ideas to promote the joy in the household, promote the children's joy. Is that what he's experiencing? Or is he experiencing that lash of your tongue, that cold ass shoulder that some of y'all get, that lack of joy, that is he experiencing your experiences from the past? You know how some of y'all women do it? You've been hurt in the past and you carried over to every other relationship. And now he's the scapegoat. Now he's the one that takes the brunt because he's there. Is he feeling that? Is he experiencing the fact that you couldn't let go of the hurt that he may have caused you 15, 20 years ago? Is that what he's still experiencing? 15 years of you holding on to hurt and pain? when he was in his youth, he might have made a couple of mistakes here and there, or a lot of mistakes. What was the point of you sticking with him to come back 20 years later and be like, see, nigga, you hurt me? I'm going to hold that against you. Is that the experience that you offer? Listen, I want a refund, man. I want my money back, if that's the case. This wasn't what I signed up for. This wasn't the ride. This is not what was advertised. You said I was going to give me a double meat with cheese, right? 2 pieces of cheese, lettuce, tomatoes, ketchup, mayo. You just gave me a single meat with no cheese. And the tomatoes is wilted, the lettuce is green, but that dark, wet green, got a weird smell to it. I need a refund. I didn't ask for that. I asked for a burger with no bacon. You gave me bacon. I need to refund that. That's what it's like when y'all spirit comes like that. That's the experience. Because y'all understand y'all are the possession, right? Con. Y'all are the possession. What else we got?
To possess with satisfaction.
Right, it says to when you enjoy something, you possess it with a certain level of satisfaction, not disgruntledness, not bitterness and hate and envy and jealousy and no, that's not joy. That's not enjoyment. Go ahead.
To take pleasure or delight in the possession of.
Right. I delight in the possession. I delight in the fact that my wife's mind is moving in wisdom. I delight in the fact that we can have a conversation, and even though she may not agree, she ain't just gonna shut down. Is that the experience you bring? You don't agree? Well, I don't agree with you, nigga. Zoop. Right? Talk to the hand. But now y'all just shut down. I'm not gonna respond to his text. I ain't calling him back. I see you calling me, but nigga, you ain't getting no response. I'm shutting you off. I'm gonna shut you down for the night. Is that the experience that you bring? You gotta ask yourself. Go to Proverbs. Go to Proverbs. Oh, guess what? I'm gonna finish reading. I didn't say the whole definition. It says to have. Does your husband really have you? Does your husband have you? And I mean really. Or does he have you when it's convenient for you? Does he have you when it's convenient, when it lines up with what you got going on? Yeah, you got me, but nigga, when I'm ready. I'll be there, but I'm on my terms. Is that how he has you? Or does he have you because he's not a wicked nigga? He ain't out here trying to have you be pimped, or go pole to pole, or strip. He ain't trying to have you do those things. He's trying to have you what? Use wisdom. Change the way you talk. Right? You know what he's trying to have you do? Make it into the kingdom with him. He's trying to have you walk and fulfill Ecclesiastes, the 25th chapter in the first verse. That's what he's trying to have you do. Be this virtuous woman. Be a woman without value. And what I mean by that is, meaning you can't put a value on this woman because of what she brings and possesses. Now, that's what he's trying to have you do. He ain't trying to have you go sell your body. He ain't trying to go have you top off some random cat to pay rent. He ain't trying to have you do none of that. So it says to have. Does your husband have you? Some of y'all know. To possess and use with satisfaction. Now, a spiritual man is like, well, yeah, I'm going to use her to my satisfaction. What does that mean? Is it all about my carnal lust and flesh? No. I'm putting her to use for the body. So guess what? She's going to satisfy everyone. If it's garments, she can do any brother's garments. If it's cooking a meal for the brother's house, hey babe, I need you to, the brothers, they're going to provide some groceries, I need you to go ahead and cook that. It ain't like, well, why they can't cook for themselves? Them niggas got 2 arms. It's 6 of them niggas over there. How come? No. She's like, okay, yeah, I got it. That's what needs to be done. It's for the brothers. They need it. Let's do it. Ain't no second guessing. Like how come and why and how come they can't do it? You see that? So the satisfaction is not just. I'm talking about a spiritual man. I'm not talking about the niggas in the block. Oh, it ain't no fun if the homies can't get none. We gonna toss my wife around like a pink. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the satisfaction that Christ is looking for. The things that satisfy the Most High.
Come.
Because if y'all didn't know, I'm not gonna jump. I want to jump to that point so bad. It says to possess and use with satisfaction, to have, to hold, to occupy, as a good or profitable thing. Are you profitable? And I'm not talking about you can go out and work a damn 9 to 5. That's not what I'm talking about. And then get lost in that. Because then you're even less profitable. You're even less profitable. Because now your mind is gone and lost in some damn job. Not because you go get 2 jobs, you're profitable now. At least not to a spiritual man that's looking at things in the spirit. Yeah, you gotta work. You gotta work, but is your head caught up in the work? Well, you at work, now I gotta go to the work meeting. Now I gotta go to they got a happy hour for the working. I gotta be there. Everything is about work now? No. Or your job? What about the ordering of your house? What about the ordering of your mind? Y'all with me?
Come.
It says as something good or a profitable thing, or as something desirable. Go to Proverbs 18:22.
Come.
Done. Proverbs chapter 18, verse 22.
Right, read.
Whoso findeth a wife findeth a good thing.
He finds a what?
A good thing.
Yeah, he's supposed to find a good possession, a good thing. Not, oh, I got a wife and she argues, she fights, she backbites, she murmurs. I go home and she's ready to just pile on another set of problems on top of me. She's trying to check my spirit and put me in order. You're supposed to find a good thing, but what is it that makes a wife a good thing? What is it that makes her invaluable? What is it? Ecclesiastes 36 and verse 24.
Come. Ecclesiasticus chapter 36, verse 24.
Right?
He that getteth a wife begetteth a possession.
Wait, he does what?
Begetteth a possession.
Now, somebody look up the word possession for me. Somebody look up the word possession.
Possession. The state of having,
Right?
owning, or controlling something.
Right. Now, check this out. Shatak, read this definition of possession. Read this definition of possession. I just texted to you.
Come.
I'm getting all my definitions from the Webster's dictionary. If y'all don't know, Webster's 1828.
Possession.
Right?
Anything valuable.
Anything that's what?
Valuable.
Anything valuable, because dirt ain't a possession. Right? Garbage ain't a possession. It's not valuable. But value and beauty is in the eye of the beholder. But let's use wisdom here and let's use knowledge. Anything that is of value. Go ahead.
Possessed or enjoyed.
Possessed or enjoyed. Again, do you bring that joy? Right? So read Ecclesiastes 36 one more time.
Come.
So we can understand what's going on here.
He that getteth a wife begetteth a possession.
So he that getteth a wife getteth a good thing. That good thing is supposed to have values to it. Value. Right?
Come.
Go to Proverbs 12 and verse 4.
Come.
Proverbs 12:4.
Proverbs chapter 12 and verse 4.
Come on.
A virtuous woman.
A what?
A virtuous woman
Right?
is a crown to her husband.
She's a what?
A crown to her husband.
Now, what does a crown do to anybody's head?
Beautifies it.
It beautifies it. It represents that majesty. It represents that rulership, right? A king ain't a king without the crown. I'm coming for the crown, right? Because that crown is a representation of this man and his majesty and the fact that he has this control. Go ahead.
But she that maketh ashamed is as rottenness to his bone.
You see, because a woman that makes her husband ashamed is not a crown. She's a crown of thorns. Right? She's not that beautiful crown with the jewel, that solid gold. She's not that. Ecclesiastes 26 and 13. Ecclesiastes 26 and verse 13.
Con. Ecclesiastes chapter 26 and verse 13.
Go ahead.
The grace of a wife delighteth her husband.
You see that? So what makes her valuable? It says the what?
The grace.
Her what?
The grace.
Her grace. The way she carries herself. This is what makes her valuable. This is what makes the possession worth it. Her grace. Somebody look that word up. Go ahead, read.
And her discretion.
And her what?
Discretion.
What else makes her valuable?
Her discretion.
Someone else look that word up. We're going to hit all these words. What you got for grace?
Simple. Elegant.
Her what?
Simple.
Her simplicity, and not simple-minded. Not simple-minded and light, but the simplicity to understand that you don't got to argue with your husband back and forth, that it's not going to always be your way. It's simple. Simple mathematics. I bring a problem to you, or I bring a suggestion to you, ask you what you think, you come with your input, I come with mine, I make a decision. We move on from there. It ain't like, nigga, why we doing it like that, and why we doing it your way? She's simple. She understands simple concept. Go ahead.
Elegance or refinement of movement.
You see that? The way she carries herself. She's refined. She's not moving around like a damn chicken with the head cut off. She's walking and presenting herself in a woman that has wisdom. She's presenting herself that way. What else?
Courteous, goodwill.
Courteous and goodwill. What else?
Do honor or credit to someone or something by one's presence.
What y'all got for discretion? What you got?
The quality of behaving, or the quality, discretion, the quality of behaving or speaking in such a way as to avoid causing offense.
You see that? So this is where her value comes, man. She understands how to limit offenses with the way she moves and talks. She's not out here trying to offend people. What else?
Or revealing private information.
Right? So she ain't out here talking about how she getting her back broke by her husband. She ain't revealing private information. So if she's someone's counselor, if she's a sister that's counseling other sisters, she ain't running around like, yeah, that sister had told me that, and giving and revealing the private information that she's counseling about to sisters that don't need to hear it. She has discretion. What else?
Care.
Wait, she what?
Cares.
She has care.
Cares.
Cares.
She
What
cares.
else?
Has judgment.
Judgment, but not just I'm just any judgment. Discretion is knowing what needs to be done and when and how. She's looking. She's paying attention. She's walking circumspect. Her judgment don't just go off of what she heard. Well, I heard that you said. I heard from them that you had said. Well, did you hear me say it? Well, I heard, and then she makes a decision, but what she heard ain't what was really happening. Because she's using discretion. Well, let me hear the conclusion of the matter before I judge. Let me hear you out and hear you bring the whole thing to me before I cut you off and say I ain't doing that. Or cut you off in my mind and come up with excuses why I ain't gonna do what you tell me to do. What else?
I like this. It says common sense, but then it says kid gloves. She uses kid.
She uses kid gloves, right? She knows how to touch and sensitivity. Right? Is that it?
Tactfulness.
She has tact when she talks. She has tact. She has refinement. Jump up and read the scripture. Verse 14.
Verse 14. A silent and loving woman.
Wait, so what makes her value?
A silent and loving woman.
A silent and loving woman. Silent and loving makes her valuable. Now, is it like that she's a mute? She don't talk? No, we know that's not what it's talking about. That humility, that knowing when to speak, and loving. She got love for her husband. She got love for her people. She got love for her children. She got love for her household. She got love for wisdom, for knowledge. She loves to understand so that way she can move around with discretion. What else? Read on.
Is a gift of the Lord.
Uh-huh.
And there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed.
See, her mind, a mind well instructed has no value. There is nothing is worth. You can't put a price tag on that.
It's priceless.
A mind that you can instruct in righteousness. Remember, you know what the sad part about it is? Think about how much wickedness you were instructed in. When the nigga was like, go jump on the pole, and you were like, yes, daddy. When he was like, smoke this, you were like, yes, daddy. When he was like, drink this, you didn't question what it was. You didn't question what was in that blunt. You didn't question if he gave you that pee to drink. You just drank it. You didn't, when he was instructing your mind in wickedness, you were like, no question, you ain't gotta ask me nothing. All you gotta do is put it in front of my face. I'll smoke it, drink it, jump on it, lick it, whatever. Whatever situation, if you want me to bust a gun through the passenger window, I'm there. We about to go rob this bank. Yes, daddy. That's how y'all were in the world, man. But now when it's like, okay, we're going to clean all that up out of you. You're going to put on a dress, cover your head, speak respectfully, carry yourself decently. It's like, why I got to do that for? Why is that necessary? You're going to unify with sisters, build, endeavor to keep the unity and the bond of the spirit of peace. You're going to love one another. You're not going to be hateful. Why I got to do that for? What's the importance of that? Now you got all the questions. Now your mind can't be instructed. But you didn't need no instruction to smoke that blunt. You didn't need no direction. You didn't know no Google Map to get to the damn club. You was there. You memorized the directions the first time you got there. Oh, where's it at? Oh, the club? Yeah. But your husband sends you over here. Hey, I need you to go run in the house, grab this, bring it over to the brother. Well, that's just too far. Why he can't just come get it? But when you was driving to the club high as hell and drunk, it wasn't too far. When you was ready to go party hours away, you drove. And then you drove your ass all the way back drunk. Slept 2 hours, got up and went to work. But when it's time, oh, well, listen, we got union night with the sisters. Well, the sisters like to stay out too late, so I ain't gonna go. I gotta wake up in the morning. What you mean? It's union night. But you can't be instructed into these good things. See, this is the value. You're not valuable because a nigga can put a blunt in your face or you can roll weed with your man. There ain't no value in that. Ain't no value in you being some damn stripper or a whore or a prostitute. There's no value in that. If y'all didn't know. There's money in it, but there's no value. Read on.
Verse 15. A shamefaced.
Wait, so what is another value?
A shamefaced.
Come on.
And faithful woman.
You see that? You see all these three scriptures. There's like 9 different values in here. 9 different things, and if you have at least 6, you're a value. But if you only got 3, you got some work to do. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 different values that we're going over. If you got 4 of them, hooray to you. If you only rocking with 2, you got some work to do. You got a little bit of work to do. Is it over for you? No. Just work a little harder. If you got all 8, Barakatha Yahweh. The scriptures are going to tell us. It's a double grace to that man. Read.
Is a double grace.
A faith and faith, right? Read it again from the top.
A shamefaced and faithful
You
woman.
see that? Faithful. Oh my God. Faithful, y'all. Faith. Faith. Not we're going through the trials and tribulations that the Bible said we were going to go through, and you start lacking faith. You start lacking courage. You want to run. You want to abandon ship. Ain't no value in that. Well, I'm going to go to the next thing. I'm going to go to the next situation that's more comfortable. What value do you really have? Where's the value really in you? Because you're not just not valuable to that man. You're not going to be valuable to your family, to your children, to sisters, to brother. You're not going to be valuable at all if you're the one that lacks faith. If when it gets hard, when the what does it say? When the going gets tough,
Tough get going.
the tough get going. But not like, oh, I'm out of here. But you're like, when the going gets tough, I'm faint-hearted, so I'm leaving. I lack faith, so I'm out. He talked to me a certain way, I ain't dealing with that. Nah, I'm out. He got me wearing a dress and doing this and coming to class. Nigga, I ain't dealing with that. I'm gone. He telling me I'm working too much. Nah, I gotta work because I gotta pay these bills. As your neck snaps back and forth. I gotta pay these bills. And he's like, nah, just come to class. Don't worry about the bills. Come to class, get your spirit right. Nah, I gotta come. Nah, see, I can't be around that. This nigga, no, I'm out of here. That lack of faith, it's a big one. Read on.
A shamefaced and faithful woman is a double
You
grace.
see that? Double grace to that man. Double. Read on.
And her content mind.
Continent mind. Go ahead.
And her continent mind.
Look that up. We need that one. Her continent mind. Read.
Cannot be valued.
Because if she possesses these different values, virtues, her mind is going to be continent. And you're going to see what I'm saying when you pull the definition. This makes you invaluable. You can't put no price tag on her. You know how Esau be doing it? When they amongst all their little rich friends? And he's like, yeah, I'll pay you $1 million for your wife. For one night with your wife. I'll pay you $1 million. Esau be on that. Bro, can't come to you like, man, I'll give you $1 million for your wife. It's like $1 million. Like, nigga, I can't put no value on her. This chick's invaluable. She's invaluable because she's possessing these things. Once you stop wanting to attain these things, guess what? Guess what? You like the stock market, you just start plunging. You like that car that's been driven off the lot that starts to depreciate. You like the Toyota Corolla, as soon as you put the key in it. You paid $30,000, you put the key in it, up, there goes $5,000. You press on the gas, drive it off the lot, oh, there goes another $5,000. By the time you pull it off the lot, the car is worth $20,000. Y'all should want to be like Bentleys and Porsches that appreciate in value over time, not depreciate over time. What you got for continent?
Exercising self-restraint.
She has what?
Self-restraint.
Come on.
Especially sexually.
Right, she's continent in the mind. Self-restraint. Not bouncing to every Tom, Dick, and Harry. And we're going to deal with that sexual. We're going to deal with that because a lot of y'all got that twisted. Like, I got to restrain myself from my husband. Whew. How you're so wrong. What else you got?
Holding together.
What else?
Temperate.
She's what?
Temperate.
Go ahead.
That's about it.
I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna get one for you. Watch this. Webster's 1828. Continent, and not the continent, but continent. Refraining from unlawful sexual commerce, or moderate in the indulgence of lawful pleasure. So it goes both ways. She ain't out here hoeing, but she's still moderate in her affections to her husband. She knows the moderation. Now, moderation works two ways. Moderation is moderation because you're not doing too much or too little. Y'all get that, right? Some of y'all are moderate in the wrong way, like I'm being moderate. And you holding back from your husband for months, weeks, days. He got to come hunt you down. We're going to deal with that. Moderate in the indulgence of lawful pleasures, chaste, restrained, temperate. That's it. So y'all understand that, right? From there, Proverbs 31 and verse 10. And you got the other definition I just sent you. Shaddai. So let one of them read Proverbs 31 and 10. And you got that other definition I just sent you. I'm going to send you another one too. Go ahead, read.
Proverbs chapter 31 and verse 10. Who can find a virtuous woman?
Who can find a what?
Virtuous woman.
Now, see, you know why it's asking this question? Because is it the fact that they're not out there? It's out there, but you got to find it. These things have to be on display. These different virtues, these different attributes, they got to be on display. That means that the woman has to be walking in these values. Not walking in your whoredom, the lust of your eyes, your opinion, your emotions. Who can find it? Because it has to be, you know why? It's asking a question. It got to be pulled out of you, these virtues. It's not that they're not there. It's, are you willing to push these things to the forefront? Or is it about the way you feel, your opinion, what you said, what everybody else told you? That's the question. Are you going to be that light or the candle that a man puts out? Man, I don't need that. Stick you under, what do you say? No man lighteth a candle and put it under a bush? It don't make sense. Are you that woman I got to hide? I can't have her around because she's incontinent, unloving, uncharitable? Or do I put you out there on display and say, get them, babe, because you possess these different characteristics? And then, or if I do find a woman and she has a few of these virtues, am I able to bring the rest of these virtues out? Or when I'm trying to pull these things out of her and refine her, she's doing what? Nah, nigga, I'm good on that. I don't want that. Go ahead, read on.
For her price is far above rubies.
You see that? She's invaluable. Read that definition, Shaddai.
Virtuous.
So we're looking up the word virtuous, right? Read that for me.
Virtuous. Morally good.
She's what?
Morally good.
So, do you got morals? A moral code, a moral standard? Well, let's examine it. If you got the morality of the world, then no. If you think that sleeping around is a good thing, then you're immoral. If you think getting high and being a drunkard is a good thing, then you lack morals. You lack morality. You lack the care for yourself. You lack virtue. If you think it's okay for you to be loud and obnoxious and just going back and forth with your husband, then you lack morals. Read on.
Acting in conformity.
To what? Read.
To the moral law.
You see that? The moral laws, the laws of the scriptures, man. There's moral laws in the Bible. How to settle different disputes. You got a problem with someone, you go to them. But how do you want to handle it? I got a problem with you, so I'm cutting you off. I got a problem with you, I'm going to go on Facebook, talk bad about you. I got a problem with you, I'm going to call your phone, cuss you out, threaten you. That's immoral. Go ahead.
Practicing the moral duties.
Read.
And abstaining from vice.
Abstaining from vice. Those different vices, the lust, the hate, the envy. Abstaining from the flesh. Go ahead.
As a virtuous man.
Read.
Being in conformity to moral or divine law.
Come on.
As virtuous action. A virtuous life.
Now check this out. Read.
The mere performance of virtuous actions does not denominate an agent virtuous.
See, just because you act a certain way, just because you walk around with a headscarf on and fringes, and your dress is dragging all the way down the block, just because you act humble, don't make you virtuous. Just because you speak softly around everyone, don't make you virtuous. You know where it starts? It's like, just because I'm up here dropping this class, don't make me a teacher. Where does the teaching really start? I had to talk to my brother about this earlier.
At home.
The teaching starts when I get off the podium. Where now brothers and sisters are looking and saying, wait a minute, does he possess the things that he's talking about? That's where it really starts. So guess where your virtuality starts, or your virtuousness starts? It starts in the ordering of your home. There's nothing more beautiful than that. It starts with you being that light. It starts in the mind. Just because you can present yourself virtuous, it says it. Read it one more time. I'm not making this up.
The mere performance of virtuous actions does not denote an agent virtuous.
Yeah, this don't make you virtuous. It's because you can act it. Is it really in you? Is it a part of your morals? Virtue is really a part of your moral fabric, the things that you have been bred in. So you can act consistent, but if you ain't really about that life, guess what? It's going to show through time. You can act diligent, but guess what? You'll be exposed through time. You can act humble, but guess what? When you wilding out and your husband makes that phone call, and we hear you in the background yelling and screaming and going damn berserk, like, wait a minute, but she acts so meek and mild in class. She literally comes in floating on white clouds. Like, it don't matter what color she comes into the school in, she's in all white. Because that's how she looks, right? She looks like an angel. Her voice is the mixture of Fergie and Jesus, right? Sounds angelic. I'm joking. What did he say? The Weeknd's voice is like what? It's like an angel? It's like the voice of an angel when she salutes. But when she goes home, it's demons. He got to ask, who are you? We're legion. Because we're many. Right? But because you can't just front virtuality. You can't front these virtues, man. After a while, you're going to be exposed. You can't ride the coattails of somebody else's virtue. You trying to ride your husband's virtue? You trying to ride his faith? Ride his consistency? That's only going to last so long until you get tired and give up and start to get faint-hearted and weak. Then you're going to start being exposed. Where you at?
The third definition.
Go ahead.
Chase. Applied to women.
Revert the fifth one.
Having great or powerful property.
Go ahead.
Having medical quality.
Having medicinal qualities. When you say a plant is a medicinal plant, what type of plant is that, Jermaine?
It's something that's gonna heal.
It's a healing.
Healing agent.
So it says that you have medicinal qualities. If there be comfort, if there be kindness, if there be meekness in her tongue. So when you speak, you're speaking healing. You can't fake that. Some of y'all be trying to fake it, and it's like, stop. You're gonna go home and be a damn demon. Go to virtue.
Virtue. Strength.
It's what?
Strength.
You're strong, but not the strong, independent, I don't need a man, woman. You're strong in understanding your position in the spirit. That's real strength. That independent BS, that feminine movement BS, that's weakness. But the real strength is actually playing your position and going through the trials and tribulations and keeping your standard, keeping the virtue, staying upright like Job. Go ahead.
Or strength, the substance or quality of physical bodies.
Now check this out. Read.
by which they act and produce effects on other bodies.
Do y'all understand that? It says virtue. I'm gonna read it and I'm gonna show you. If y'all are understanding, you gonna see exactly where this is going. Wow. And I keep doing that. It says the substance or quality of physical body. So guess what? Wife, you're a physical body. Your husband's a physical body. By which they act and produce effects on other bodies. So, wife, what effect do you have on your husband? Do you kill the mood? Are you the mood kill? Are you the buzz kill? He came in from a good class, got some good wisdom, knowledge. He walks in and you got the countenance of a damn sackcloth. You look black as these chairs. And he's like, what the hell's your problem? And all of a sudden it turns into something. What virtue of effect do you have on him? That's what y'all gotta see. So when I say that y'all dictate and control the mood, it's not a made up thing. It's done through your virtue or lack thereof. It's done through whether you're a possession of value or you just something I can cluck off and get rid of because the Most High gonna replace you anyway. When your husband starts talking like that, well, Most High is gonna replace her. Man, you better check it. You better check yourself, man. When your husband's like, yeah, Most High is just gonna have to replace her. When he's in that mind of the Most High will replace her, better. Now, if he's in the mind of, yeah, I'm just gonna give me another rib because she's off, you might have a chance because he ain't doing things the right way. But if he's in the mind of the Most High is gonna have to just send me what I need, send me what's gonna be the comfort. He's gonna have to just send me and not leave me comfortless. When he's in that mind, wow. You better wake up and check your virtue, check your value. Read on. So y'all understand that, right? The effect that you have on other bodies. That's virtue. How do you affect the mood? Do you lighten the mood? Do you down the mood? And I'm not talking about just one mood. It might be time for the sexual mood to pop off. And what happens? Because you're not in the mood, you're like, well, we ain't doing nothing. That's your mood, and then what happens? You throw his mood off for a whole week. He's like, well, fine, we ain't doing nothing. Fine, you're right. Because I ain't chasing you. Right? How do you deal with the mood of the kids? Are they in a damn bad mood because you were antsy and agitated? You woke up on the wrong side of the bed, you didn't get good sleep? See, all these things can determine a mood, but they don't have to. Lack of sleep don't mean you gotta be agitated and act mean and bitter and angry and, excuse my French, but bitchy. Because you hungry don't mean you gotta be like that. You ain't gotta be like the damn Snickers commercial. You turn into a whole nother person. Well, what was wrong? I was just hungry. Bro, you're not a child. You're not 2 years old where you ain't hungry. A kid communicates through crying and emotion because they can't talk. But you're still in kid mode because you didn't understand that when I'm hungry, I just gotta say something. Or when I'm sleepy, I just gotta say, hey, I'm just a little tired. I'm not trying to come off anyway, but I'm just tired. I ain't get no good sleep. Not act out of emotion and bitterness and hate and envy. Those things stir up in you because you didn't sleep, you didn't get good rest, you didn't eat, or because your husband couldn't, have sex with you that night because he was busy, he was in the council doing his job, so you didn't come home to satisfy me. So guess what? I'm gonna hold out on you. All these things, man, determine the mood, but they don't have to determine the mood in a negative way. Communication, understanding one another. That's how you get that mood to change. Y'all get that? Read on.
In this literal and proper sense.
Okay, jump down to verse 2. Or chapter, the second one, bravery.
Bravery. The valor.
Go ahead.
Moral goodness. The practice of moral duties. And the abstaining from vice.
Read number 5. Check this out.
Virtue is nothing but voluntarily obedience to truth.
Virtue is nothing but voluntary obedience to the truth. Where's your virtue at? Are you being made to do what you do? Do you feel like, oh, he's forcing me? Because if you feel like that, you ain't got no virtue. The virtue is not in you. The bravery, the morality is not in you. If you feel enforced, or if you have to be threatened, nobody should have to be threatened into doing their job. This goes for brothers and sisters. At this point, where's your virtue? If you feel like, man, I'm here by constraint, you better check your virtues. You better check your morality. What else you got? Read number 7. The second number 7.
Come. Excellence, or that which constitutes value and merit.
See, virtue is what constitutes something having value. Virtue is what constitutes something having value. So if your virtues are out of whack, your value to your husband is now out of sync. It's time for an upgrade. It's time for an upgrade. Go to Ecclesiastes 36:24. So what else is affected? We dealt with the joy, right? That was all about the joy right there, and how y'all affect it. You know what else you affect, or what you destroy? You destroy your husband's ability to rely on you as that rest, that pillar of rest. Go back to Ecclesiastes 36:24.
Come. Ecclesiasticus chapter 36, verse 24.
Go ahead.
He that getteth a wife begetteth a possession. A help like unto himself.
A what?
A help like unto himself.
I mean, because let's think about it. What were you created for? What were you created for? In Ezra, it said that Eve was created to be a help and a stay for Adam. Nothing else. She wasn't created to argue. She wasn't created to be contentious. She wasn't created to go back and forth. She wasn't created to be over him. It said a help and a stay. Somebody find me that one. I meant to throw it in here. It's in Ezra. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it before all y'all because I'm sharp. I'm sharp like a sword. Right? It's in 2nd Ezra. Where's it at? I'm gonna find it. I'm not gonna search it. Read that scripture one more time.
Come. He that getteth a wife begetteth a possession.
Right?
A help like unto himself, and a pillar of rest.
And a what?
A pillar of rest.
Right. You get a help like unto yourself. Because remember, he that getteth a wife getteth a good thing.
Come.
So this is it right here. This is the good thing that he's getting. And you know what? I know what y'all are thinking. Like, well, nigga, what is it for me? I'm supposed to be his pillar of rest. I'm supposed to be his joy. I'm supposed to be this. I'm supposed to be that. I'm supposed to be there with submit to him. Well, would you do it for Christ? If it was Yahweh Shai, would you do it for him? Because you know what's sad? You did it for the nigga out in the world. You was his pillar of rest 3 times over. He could abuse you. He could take your whole paycheck. He could blow it on damn sneakers. He could blow your whole paycheck on an eighth of weed. Like, yeah, I'm gonna just flip this, right? He can destroy your spirit and not build it. He can do all the things that destroy you, and you didn't question like, what's in it for me? When he was like, give me your paycheck, I'm about to go buy these pounds. You didn't ask what was in it for me. When he was like, drink this, smoke this, you didn't say, well, what's in it for me? But now when you're really fulfilling, did somebody find me that scripture? Now when you're really fulfilling your duty, now you want to question what's in it for you? Well, what's in it for you is the kingdom. And I'll prove it. What's in it for you is fulfilling what Christ wants. That's what's in it for you. Nobody found it? Is it? Come on, y'all.
What
I thought it was in chapter 4, but
It says that.
one about Adam talking about the evil.
You said second Ezra?
I'm gonna search it real quick. It's in Ezra. Watch, I'll find it real fast. I hate using this. Helper. Helper. Wow. Help. Wow. Come on, I can't find it.
Could be wording it.
But I know those two words are in it. But I might be wording it wrong.
I got 2 of them for
It's in Tobit, Salakia. Tobit 8. Tobit 8 and 6. Yeah, I messed that up. Tobit 8 and 6, read.
Tobit chapter 8 and verse 6. Thou madest Adam and gavest him Eve.
For what?
His wife.
For his possession, for a good thing, read.
For an helper.
Because what made her a good help? It was the virtue she came with. It was the value she came with. That's what made her a good help. But again, you lack these values, now you become a liability. Now you become weight that has to be drugged behind. Why does a man call his wife the old ball and chain? Because he feel like he's being weighed down by her. Ain't that what they say, call their wives in the world?
God.
That old ball and chain?
God.
What does a ball and chain represent?
Bondage.
Bondage. It represents prison. I'm trying to drag you along where I'm trying to get to. How are you helping if I'm dragging you? You're not. Read on.
And stay.
And a stay, that rest. Now jump back to Ecclesiasticus.
God.
Read it one more time. You get that? I sent you that definition of rest. Did you get it? I didn't send it. I'm sorry.
He that getteth a wife begetteth a possession,
Read.
a help like unto himself,
Right?
and a pillar of rest.
And a pillar of rest. Read this. Excuse me. Read rest. You get it?
Not yet. Just came through.
Read that. Rest. What do you got for the definition of rest?
Rest. Cessation of motion. Cessation of motion or action of any kind.
Right?
And applicable to any body or being
Come on.
as rest from labor.
So you're supposed to be that rest when he comes home. Right? He's resting from his laborious job. Right? So it's physical. Go ahead.
Rest from mental exertion.
Wait, what?
Rest from mental exertion.
So when he comes home, he shouldn't have to mentally exert himself to be able to deal with you. He shouldn't have to rack his damn brains when he gets home and figuring out what you've been up to all day. You should come to him and say, hey babe, this was going on. Go ahead.
Rest of body or mind.
You see that? His mind should be at rest. Not come home and then he steps into the whirlwind and then he got to counsel you and chastise you and deal with the kids and do all that and order the house. He should be able to come and get at least some mental peace. Go down. Go to performance. Jump down to the fourth one.
Con. To cease from war.
To cease from what?
To cease from
So
war.
that means when he comes home, he shouldn't be going to war with you. It shouldn't be a war. It shouldn't be a war to be joyous with you. It shouldn't be a war to love you. Like, love is a battlefield No, it's not. It shouldn't be a war to love a person. That's the movies, man. That's songs. Love is a battlefield. No, love is a battlefield when there's no wisdom in the relationship. Love is a battlefield when there's no virtue and morality and a standard and order. Love should be easy. It should be joyous. Right? Come on, man. When you love your car, when you love something, when you love your children, you got to fight them to love them. When you love your mama, you got to fight your mama to love her. No, you got to fight with your mom to love her. So why I got to fight with you to love you? Why I got to fight with you for you to be saved? Why do I got to fight with, why does it got to be virtue versus virtue? But it's really ignorance versus wisdom. Because virtue ain't, because you can rebuttal real fast or you're witty, that's not virtue. Because you can talk back real fast and come up with a quick answer for why not, that's not virtue. That's disgruntledness trying to fight wisdom. Go ahead, what you got? What you about to say? You gotta say it quick, we got 30 minutes.
Okay, so one definition says breathing space, and it reminded me, one day I was doing research and they were saying like the most intimate thing you can do with your
partner
is like sitting there breathing together. You know, that's like it's really intimate. Like if
getting in sync.
Con.
Right, getting in sync. But that's the thing. If we're at war, if we constantly fighting back and forth, then where is the rest? Right? Where at? Where else we at? Where you at? Number 5,
4.
right?
4.
Read number 5.
5. To be quiet.
To be
or tranquil.
Tranquility in the house. You know when the house is tranquil, they got a nice little feng shui, right? Everything's lined up right. It smells right. It looks right. It ain't cluttery. It's airy and breezy. I said all that earlier. Go ahead.
As the mind.
As the what?
As the mind.
You see how it's not just, oh, she's my rest, she shuts up. No. It's about the mental. Where's her mental and how is it going to affect his mental? Go ahead.
Not to be agitated by fear.
See, I shouldn't have to come home and be agitated. You agitate me, so I'm not going to be there. I'm agitated by the way you act. I'm agitated by your outlook. Your negative outlook. Your defiled outlook on things. It agitates me.
Agitated.
I'm agitated like, damn, why you gotta think like that? I'm trying to show you and you just like, no, I don't want to do that. I just don't like that. Did you even try? Did you even examine? No, I just don't like it. But it's for your health. It's for the best. No, I ain't doing that. That's agitating, man.
Or like in a way where you're handling something as far as business or the work of the Most High, and she's agitating you and bringing these small issues to you that could actually be handled on her own.
Right. Because a helper, right? You should be able to handle it on your own the right way in wisdom. But see, when you lack all the virtues, you lack all the morality, when you go and handle things, what happens? You do more hurt than help. So now I gotta come and do what? Clean it up, fix it, constantly guide you. It gets to a point where if you're picking up as a wife, the constantly having to be directed, it gets played out. You know why? Because that means you ain't learning. That means you're not picking up on the small things, on how to move around and assimilate. Man, that gets whack. I constantly tell you the same things over and over. It's like if you don't believe me, if you got children, think about your child. When you got to constantly tell your child the same thing over and over, day in, day out, you're like, what the hell's going on here? This nigga got ADD. Or he got a learning deficiency, right? You start coming up with reasons to justify why he ain't learning. So it's not nothing far-fetched. It's all the same. Read on.
Not to be agitated by fear, anxiety, or other passion.
Right. Do you agitate your husband? Or are you that rest? Jump down. Ooh, number 11.
To be satisfied.
To be what?
Satisfied.
See that? To be in that rest, it means that your husband is satisfied. He's satisfied with how he's satisfied with his possession. He's satisfied with you. And not just satisfied like, okay, she's good enough, there's no more I can instill in her. But he's satisfied with your progress and the way you're growing and the way you do order your house. He's satisfied with the virtue that you bring. And he's looking and saying, you know what? She is going to be a good woman. I am going to keep adding to her. Or is he like, man, she ain't never going to learn. I'm content with just getting rid of her. Let me find somebody else I can invest in. Man, those words like invest and the Most High will replace, those are scary words. Those are scary as hell. Like, I'm going to invest somewhere else. Because that's what it is. Everything we do is an investment into the spirit. And it's not that anybody's sitting up like, yeah, let's just go replace it. Let's just replace our women. Like there's really something 10 times better out there. Come on. So even us as men got to sit back and look and say, wait a minute. Am I judging correctly the virtues that she has? Can I work with her? Is she learning? We can't get frustrated and ignorant and rash and say, well, she didn't pick up this concept in a day, so I can't work with her spirit. No, you don't want to do that because then you'll trade her in, right? And you'll get 11. You'll get 11, man. You'll get something that looks good on the outside, and then when you really get in that spirit, you're like, damn, she was worse than the first one. You don't want that lemon, right? You don't want that. You drive that off the lot and make it down the block. At least the rib you got now, she's holding on by all 4 hubcaps. Right? She riding down the highway. She gets you to Galveston, right? And back. But the new one, she like, man, this is only as far as I go. I get you to the house. But I ain't leaving from there. I'll break down in the parking lot, right? It's real though. You gotta look at things. You gotta look at it like that. But that's why the Bible says, forsake not an old friend. So us as men gotta sit back and really be in the correct judgment and spirit and say, wait a minute, is she trying? Can I work with her spirit? Is she giving her all, or is she coming with excuses? Is there progress? So we got to remember that too. Read number 11. To be satisfied.
To acquaint.
Acquiesce.
Acquiesce.
You see, even that word, to acquiesce, it just sounds peaceful. It sounds like a pillow. Like, this is my acquiesce pillow. Right? The word acquiesce. You're like, damn, that's a good word. If you say it right, right?
Right.
I say it wrong twice, and I say it right the last time, and I say it wrong. Acquiesce. Right? The way it's just flows. You're like, damn, that's a comforting word. Right? Check this out. I'm going to send him, and the reason why I'm sending it to him because I don't want to read it. I want him to read it. You're going to read this. Acquiesce. Yeah. Acquiesce. It says to satisfy, to acquiesce. Right? What is the definition of this word?
Acquiesce. To rest satisfied.
Whoa, to do what?
To rest satisfied.
So does your husband come home and rest and is satisfied? What's that? We're on a definition, but right now, what scripture are we on?
That was the Ecclesiasticus chapter 36, verse 24.
Right. So we're dealing with this pillar of rest. So the definition of acquiesce.
How do you spell that?
A-C-Q-U-I-E-S-C-E. If you need me to repeat it, I will. Acquiesce. Right? If my English was up to par, man, listen, y'all will fall in love off that word. Acquiesce. Right?
That should have been named business, huh?
Right? Acquiesce. To satisfy. Right? Read on. Right.
To rest satisfied.
Uh-huh.
Or apparently satisfied.
Uh-huh.
Or to rest without opposition.
To do what?
To rest without opposition.
Now, when it says that a woman is a man's pillar of rest, does that mean that does it just mean that he comes home, she shuts up, and he lays there? No, right?
Wow.
Does it, ladies?
Wow.
Okay. So what does it mean then? According to this definition, read it one more time. To rest without what?
To rest without opposition.
And what else?
And discontent.
Read.
Usually implying previous opposition.
Read on.
Uneasiness.
Uh-huh.
Or dislike.
So it usually implies that there was opposition, uneasiness, dislike. But, read on.
But ultimate compliance.
But ultimate what?
Compliance.
Or what?
Or submission.
Now, what does that mean to y'all? What does that mean, miss? I want to see what you think.
Being
Acquiesce. It means what?
Being a comfort.
But is it just a comfort like I cooked, I cleaned, blah 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 blah? What is it really? I want y'all to really, really, really think. What is it really saying? I'm gonna read it. To rest satisfied or apparently satisfied. So it appears that my husband is satisfied with me and all that I do. Or to rest without opposition or discontent. What do you got, Jermaine?
I found a synonym.
There's a lot of synonyms. What you got? There's a lot of synonyms.
The spice.
Right. What you got?
You can stomach it, like it's something you can take,
Right.
and it's not gonna, like someone gives you some advice, your husband gives you some advice, you're like, okay, yeah, I could take that. It's not gonna, you're not gonna puke it up or try to, rebuttal.
See, I want them to say it.
God.
That's because they got to be thinking about it. That's perfect. Your husband comes to you with some wisdom. Now, you might have had previous opposition to that wisdom. But what allows your husband to rest satisfied? That when he brings you wisdom. See, I'm going to give you two parts to this. When he brings you wisdom, you're not like, oh, no, I don't want to hear that. Or I'm just busy in my mind. Or I'm going to appear that I'm listening, but deep down inside, nigga, nah, I'm listening to what my mom said. I'm listening to what my heart tells me to do. So there's no opposition to what your husband is bringing to you in wisdom. Where you might have had previous opposition. Why? Because you lack virtue. You lack morality. But now that your virtues are being built up and you're learning to be that pillar of rest, you're now acquiesce. You're now letting your husband rest satisfied in the fact that you're accepting wisdom. Y'all see that?
Come.
See how that word works? Now let's flip it over to the carnal. Ooh, buddy. Some of y'all gotta understand this too. Now, a man's rest, when a man wants to come home and rest from the mental anguish of the world, I'm gonna paint a perfect picture.
Do that.
We have a business in one of the most lustful places on earth. And it's the mall, right? So your husband has to deal, right? Because what do they do in the mall? They walk around like it's the damn club. And worse, they walk around in the mall dressed like they in their bedroom. Listen, I seen a chick walk through the mall she might as well have been in a thong bikini. She might as well have. I'm like, wait a minute, your jean shorts are cut to where the butt cheek meat is just
half of it.
And it's like, whoa. And then it's like, but see, the thing is, where is the battle for that in your husband's mind? He got to battle against that lust, right? He got to battle those lust demons to not look, to not lust, to not drool, to not, damn, I wish I had that. He got to battle that. And then go home to what? Opposition. You're not there to satisfy him from those lust demons that you let build up on him, and then he goes damn crazy, and then you wonder why. He's like, yeah, I gotta find me another rail. I gotta find someone that's gonna satisfy that side. Again, if he's thinking the right way, well, the Most High is gonna have to just send that to me. I'm not just gonna go pop off on this and that and find me any old thing. Right? But right? But so you see how there's two parts to this? There's two parts to this, man. Are you opposed to wisdom? But now, it's sad when you oppose your husband's advances sexually. That's terrible. It's terrible when your husband has to hunt you down. That is, wow. Where he always has to make the move, where he always has to, like, you're supposed to present yourself and submit to him. You're supposed to make sure that he's satisfied. He's supposed to deny you. Truthfully. If you want to be real about it, he's supposed to say, oh, okay, not today. I'm busy. Right? You're supposed to be willing to satisfy him. He runs around in the world battling damn demons. One of the biggest ones is lust. Because these damn women don't know how to act and dress. And the sad part is you'll let him do it. In the world, what do they say? A real woman don't let her husband leave hungry or horny. Right? But y'all are just like, whatever. I'm busy. You're going to have to just hold yourself. It's sad, man. It's like you want your husband to satisfy you, himself, be the pillar of rest. You want him to be his own pillar of rest. You want him to be his own spiritual guide, your spiritual guide, the house's spiritual guide. But what are you going to do? Again, virtue, discernment. See, you got to discern what your husband needs. You got to have discernment to understand, what does my husband need? A lot of y'all don't got that. A lot of y'all don't know how to have a husband. You don't know how to be with a man, a real man of wisdom. Because again, moderation and everything, right? I'm not saying that it got to be popping off 24/7, 365. There's moderation in everything. So again, moderation is not too much to the left, not too little to the right. Some of y'all have reverse moderation where it's like, I'm over here. I'm chaste. I'm humble. So I'm not going to give you what you need because, well, I'm being moderate. No, that's not moderation because it's lacking. Moderation don't lack. It's what's needed. But y'all don't know that because your attentiveness, somebody look up the word attentive. Your attentiveness to your husband, it ain't there. You're not attentive to his needs because work is more important, because your phone is more important, because TV is more important, because your needs are more important. What you feel like doing at the time is more important. I'm going to read this one more time. Rest without opposition. A man's rest ain't just him coming home and laying there. How do I know that? How do I know that a man's rest is not just him coming home and laying there? Allison.
I have a definition for attentive.
Okay, hold that real quick. How do we know a man's rest is not just him coming home and just laying there and not being satisfied by his woman? How do we know? What scripture? Which one of y'all righteous, holy, humble sisters got the scripture? Who got it? It's, go to Proverbs. Go back to Proverbs. We skipped it. Go back to Proverbs real quick. 5 and verse 18 and 19. Read it. This is how you know. It ain't about him. His rest is, well, you're resting. See, you laying there watching TV. TV time's over. He wants to rest a little bit different. Right? This is how I read.
Proverbs chapter 5, verse 18.
Come on.
Let thy fountain be blessed. And rejoice with the wife of thy youth.
Read verse 19.
Let her be as the loving hind and pleasant roe.
And disgruntled.
As the loving hind.
She's supposed to be loving
and pleasant.
And pleasant. Go ahead.
Roe.
Read on.
Let her breast satisfy thee at all times.
Now, you see how eloquent the Most High is when he... It's poetic, man. You talking about poetry. What is this saying? Sister in the back. What is this saying? No, I want the sisters to answer. We know, us as men, we know what it's saying. We know what it's saying. Read it one more time.
Come from the top.
Read it from verse 19.
Come.
How do we know that the rest ain't just him coming home, you throw a plate of food in his face, and he just shoves off to sleep? This is why. Read.
Let her be as the loving hind and pleasant roe.
Come on.
Let her breast satisfy thee at all times.
Read.
And be thou ravished always with her love.
You see that? Now we know that it's all in moderation. We know that nobody has time to just always. If you're talking about the dealings between a husband and a wife, the pleasure that comes with sleep. Now I gotta be, politically correct. I gotta be poetic. Got young ears, right? But these things are important. Watch. Go to Corinthians. Go to Corinthians. I mean, I wasn't even gonna go here. I wasn't gonna go here, but it's important because even Paul had to bring it out. Corinthians 7, right? Corinthians 7. 1 Corinthians 7. 7 and 5. 1 Corinthians 7 and verse 5. How do we know that it's not just him laying there just in silence and quiet? Well, this is how we know. 1 Corinthians 7 and verse 3.
Come. 1 Corinthians chapter 7 verse 3.
Come on.
Let the husband render unto the wife do
benevolence.
Salak. Do
benevolence.
Salak. Benevolent. I can't say the word, Salak.
1 Corinthians chapter 7 and verse 3.
Go ahead.
Let the husband render unto the wife due benevolence.
Read.
And likewise also the wife unto the husband.
No, it says let the husband satisfy himself.
Also the wife unto the husband.
No, let the husband just deal with whatever he's dealing. I'll get to him later.
Also the wife unto the husband.
Well, nigga, I'm busy.
Also the wife unto the husband.
You see that? We got to give y'all due benevolence in all things. When you got problems, we got to give you wisdom. When you need something done, we're there to do it. And then when you're ready, and we're not, we're still, okay, well, she's ready. But how come when the shoe's on the other foot, well, I'm not in the mood? You better get in the damn mood. Get in the mood. Satisfy your husband. Be that pillar of rest. I know it might sound barbaric and chaotic, but see, when you understand what your husband is dealing with, when you understand your position and role, then it comes a lot easier. When you understand how to be acquiesced, then you say, okay, I'm not supposed to oppose. When you understand that you didn't oppose anything in the damn world, you were acquiesced in the world. That's the sad part. You were willing to comply with everything in the world. Threesome, oh, I'm down. Foursome, yeah, I'm with it. Girl on girl, oh yeah, I'm there. He ain't asking you for none of that. He ain't on no threesome tip, girl on girl. He's not on that. Remember, you're dealing with a man of wisdom. The scripture, why would Paul say if a man burns, then he needs to marry? But does he only burn when he's single? See, it's sad when you got a husband and he's burning. That's sad as hell. That's sad, man. When you got a husband and he's burning.
Well, what do you mean by burning? Like
burning lust.
Yeah, lust. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. He's burning. He's like, I gotta get some. It's sad when you have a husband and he's burning. If you a man with a wife and she's burning, you gotta check that. Read it one more time.
Let the husband run unto the wife, do benevolence.
Right, you gotta give what's due to your husband. You gotta pay your dues. He's not supposed to come hunt down his dues, the things that are owed. When that bill is, but listen. When it's time for you to pay your rent, do your landlord come and hunt you down? No, when in situations where when you have your money, there's certain situations where sometimes you ain't got the bill money and you got to kind of hide. But for the most part, when it's time to pay them bills, you jump on the app, right? You log in and you pay them bills. You render what's due. But it's got to be the same reciprocal between both. Read on.
And likewise also the wife unto the husband.
Verse 4.
The wife had not power of her own body.
Right?
But the husband. And likewise also.
Well, you know what's sad? You know what's sad in this situation? We understand that the power of the body of both the man and the husband should be given to one another, right?
God.
So there should be a consciousness and a unity there where, well, if I'm not in the mood, then, and he's in the mood, I understand what I'm doing. I'm trying to satisfy him. And vice versa. So there's no contention there. We know it's sad when you make your husband feel as if he's like he got like it's almost like he's stealing from you. It's almost like he's forcing you. That's a bad feeling. Where it's like the things that are due now, I gotta take what's due. It's like I gotta rob you and bamboozle you. Come on, man. You gotta see what y'all are doing. And this is for both parties. Men that got wives and you know, a man where when your wife, you make her feel like she gotta take from you. Like, think about it. The men, we're endowed with wisdom. Why should your wife have to badger you to get wisdom out of you? You should render what's due. Give her the wisdom. Don't make her have to feel like she gotta just like rip wisdom out of your mouth to help her. You should be willing to do that.
Good.
But on the reciprocal, why does your man have to take you in a way where it's like now he gotta feel guilty? Or now he gotta feel like, and it's not even a guilt feeling. You know what it is? It's a feeling of, does she really love me? It's sad, man. Y'all make y'all's men feel like that. Like, damn, what is it? Is there something wrong with me? Where now I can't be, you can't give yourself to me? Remember, one of the definitions that we went through in a possession, it said to have. Does your husband have you? Or does he got to constantly take you? Does he got to constantly take your mind, take your body? Think about it, man. And then think about how you make him feel where there's no reciprocal there. There's no real back and forth. There's no due benevolence. Because he's constantly taking and you're fighting to give. He's sitting back like, damn, what the hell's wrong with me? How come she don't come to me willingly? How come she don't give herself willingly? Y'all see that? When something is not given willingly, after a while, it's like, I don't want it.
Exactly.
Remember, when there's first a willing mind, then it is accepted. So if the Most High is in that mode and we're built in His image, you think your husband ain't going to be like that? I want something willing. I don't want to have to take. I don't want to have to feel as if I'm imposing my will on something that's supposed to happen naturally. The scripture said it. Read on.
And likewise also the husband had not power of his own body.
Right?
But the wife.
Here's verse 5. Read.
Defraud ye not.
Because when I gotta feel like I gotta take, and I get tired of taking because it's not willing, I'm being defrauded. Now my possession has no value. So you don't have no value in that area, and then you don't got no wisdom. It's like, wait a minute, hold on. Wait. I want a refund. I gotta trade. It's not. There's no longer. This is not what I signed up for. It says what?
Defraud ye not one the other.
Yeah, we're not supposed to be defrauding each other. You're not supposed to defraud your husband. Y'all be using sex as a weapon. It's sad, man. Y'all use what the world trained you in, which is sexuality. It trained you in sexuality and how to use it as this weapon to do what? Keep a nigga in check? Listen, if that's your thoughts, the Most High will definitely get you up out of here. The Most High will definitely send your husband, that man, something that's gonna fulfill. Forget about fulfilling a role, but they're gonna fulfill their virtues. They're gonna have that virtue about them, that moral standard, that understanding of what am I here for? What am I here for? We know what we're here for as men, and we try to live up to it, man. We try. But there has to be some help to help us keep pushing. What the hell? There gotta be some help. There gotta be some relief, mentally, physically, for us to keep pushing through what the world has to offer. Because the world got nothing but lust, hate, envy, murder, killing, drugs. What you want your man to do? Turn to strippers and hookers? Is that what you rather him do? Go get him a hoe? He ain't gonna do that because he's using wisdom. So guess what he's doing? He's sacrificing. He just like, you know what? Nah, I'm gonna just chalk it up to a fast. Right? He fasts on his own. But check this out, read.
Except it be with consent for a time.
Wait, except it be for what?
Consent.
Yeah, see, the problem is with sisters is that you consent with yourselves. Women, you consent with yourselves on what you're going to do, but you don't consent with your husband. You don't come to your husband and say, hey, this is what's going on. Everything is consented in your own mind, with your own demons. But how come you don't consent with the one that is going to help you? Read on.
For a time, that ye may give yourselves to fasting and prayer.
Right.
And come together again.
Right.
That Satan tempt you not for your incontinency.
You see that? Remember we looked up the word continent? Being restrained and moderate? Satan is going to tempt you for the incontinency. That lack of moderation. That lack of consentment. Y'all got to understand this, man. This is you got to understand you got to see the spirituality behind this. I know y'all are thinking like, well, I don't have time for that. I don't have time to satisfy him sexually. But it's scriptural. It has a. Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
Man, when I was in the world. When I was in the world.
Right.
When I was in the world, I was telling my wife, I was like, you can't pass it to me once a month like communion. Like this ain't
right.
church.
Right.
this ain't church.
You said like communion.
With the bread and the wine.
I know they do it once a month. Yeah, but why? Because it's taught that this is how I keep my man in control. This is how I keep him in check. Because this is what he wants. And I know this is what he wants. So guess what? It's like you do to a child. You know a child wants a piece of candy. So what do you say? Well, I'll give you a piece of candy if you do this, this, and this, right?
Right then.
You try to bribe. You try to use it as this weapon. You dangle the carrot. The sad part is your husband ain't a child, and he's like, well, okay, I'm not going to bow to you. So I guess we ain't doing a damn thing. I ain't bowing to you. You ain't bowing to me, so guess what? Nothing ain't happening. But what does it build in the household? Remember, a wise woman buildeth her house. A wicked woman pulleth it down with her hand. So what are you really doing in your house? You pulling your house down. Because now you're showing, let's go there. Now you're showing, now you're bringing out that disgruntled, that opposition. That disgruntled little thought that you once were, she starts to pop up. that disgruntleite. And then this is what happens. Ecclesiastes 37:17. We ain't leaving out of here. So I'm going over. This is the whole class is gonna get finished. There's a few more scriptures. I ain't gonna, you know what I mean? I'm reasonable. And we got time. Ecclesiastes 37:17.
The countenance is a sign of changing of the heart.
You see that? The countenance. Your countenance starts to change. Because everything in the household starts to lack. Your husband starts to change towards you and the way he deals with you, and that changes your countenance. And it in turn changes the what?
God.
It changes the heart. It changes your mind and your outlook. Ecclesiastes 25:17.
God.
Somebody else get Ecclesiastes. Oh no, you did. 25:17. Go ahead.
The countenance is a sign of changing of the heart.
Right? Go ahead, Jeremiah. Ecclesiastes 25:17.
The wickedness of a woman changes her face.
Go ahead.
And darkening her countenance.
It does what?
Darkening her countenance.
Now, if she's rolling around with a dark ass countenance, what's your house gonna be like?
Dark.
It's gonna be dark.
What is continent?
Countenance, your appearance, your face. Right? You're no longer that light that shines. You're that dark woman with dark bags under your eyes, looking tired.
With the resting knee face.
Yeah, you got that. Yeah, you're looking like the extras from Thriller. With all the makeup on, looking like a zombie. Because the wickedness that's starting to come out of you, because the virtues ain't coming out, the wickedness starts to take a hold. Now your countenance changes. That changes the whole mood in the house. Go ahead.
Darkening her countenance like sackcloth.
Go ahead.
Her husband shall sit among his neighbors.
Yeah, they're asking them like, man, what's up with your wife? Why is she looking like that? Man, I seen your rib and she just looking beat down. Like, what's up? What's his response?
And when he heareth, he shall sigh bitterly.
Man, I don't know what's up with her. Bruh, I don't know what her problem is. He gonna sigh bitterly, man. Because now he's going back and all the things that in the household that are not there. There ain't no joy. There ain't no love. There ain't no peace. There ain't no rest. There ain't no communication. He just like, man, I don't even want to talk. I don't even want to talk about it. When he's sighing bitterly, man, you gotta watch out. Jump to verse 20.
Good. As the climbing up a sandy way is to the feet of the aged, so is a wife full of words to a quiet
Because
man.
this is what comes when it's time for that rest, when it's time for that joy, that peace. When it's time for a little peace and quiet, you full of words. Hey, babe, I need you to run to the store for me. Give me a soda. You know you shouldn't be drinking no soda. But I wanted the Coke so I could put it in the toilet and clean the toilet. I want to try the Coke trick. I want to clean some pennies. See, you full of them words, you full of that contention, you think you know. You ever try to climb up a sand dune? Bro, you was in the military. Yeah. It's hard as hell, but it's said to an aged man. When you already imagine an old 90-year-old trying to climb up some sand dunes. He ain't making it. Nope, he gonna get weak and fall. Every time he take 2 steps, he slide right down. He don't have the strength. Those words that you throw out that are not of kindness, love, and meekness, and wisdom, you start breaking this man down. You start breaking down his countenance, his mood.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Stumble not at the beauty of a woman.
Jump to verse 23.
Verse Ecclesiastes chapter 25 and verse 23. A wicked woman abated the courage.
See that? You start to abate his courage. You start to weaken his courage, man. It's sad because now, think about it. Where is his courage? Where does his courage lie? I want to show y'all something. Where does his courage lie? Where is his confidence at? Cast not away your confidence to have great recompense of reward. His courage is in the wisdom. But you being full of words, contention, hate, not wanting to see things on an even plane, not wanting to use wisdom, you start to evade that. Meaning, when he comes with wisdom, you come with more contention. To the point where he's just like, okay, I can't talk the Bible with you. I'm not going to talk Bible with you. I'm not going to correct you with the scriptures. I'm not going to let you go out there and get whooped on. You obeyed his courage, man. His courage is in the wisdom. Remember, a wise woman buildeth her house. What does she build with? Wisdom. A wicked woman pulleth it down. So if there's no wisdom being dispatched, guess what's happening? Decay, chaos, contention, hatred, lack of love, lack of joy, lack of peace, lack of rest. And then what's in it for you? Women, bitterness, hatred, envy, jealousy. Because now what's happening is there's somebody that's willing to hear the wisdom. Most High slides somebody right in there that's willing to hear the wisdom. All of a sudden she's popping up in class. You and your who's she here for? Right? You looking like, who's that sister? Who's she here for? Better not be my husband. It probably is. You know why? Because you weren't being attentive to his needs. You weren't being attentive to, you weren't willing to hear wisdom when it was being put out there. You abandoned his courage. Read.
Making an heavy countenance.
You see that? You see how all these things weigh down his countenance? But also yours? So now you walk around in zombie mode like, damn, she's here in body. But her spirit is on the beach. Her spirit is in Galveston somewhere, but her mind, her body is here in class. Why does she look like that? Damn. Sister look like she's sick. Read on.
And a wounded heart.
Dude, you wound the mind, man. Because now you're sitting there like, damn, what the hell did I get into? Jeez, I wish I shoulda, coulda, woulda. Read.
A woman that will not comfort her husband.
That will not what?
Comfort her husband.
Where does the comfort come from? Sisters, where does the comfort come from?
Applying the scripture.
Con, but we read it earlier. If y'all were paying attention, if there be comfort in her tongue, where else does the comfort come from? Being that pillar of rest. Being that rest, that stay, that acquiesce. That's the comfort, man.
That's right.
Read on.
In his distress.
In his what?
His distress.
In his distress, man. In his little stressful times. In his times of need. You know what's the crazy thing? Men are simple. We're simple as hell, man. Y'all make it hard for us. Y'all make it hard by the way y'all deal. It's sad. We're simple. We are simple. I know me. I'm simple. I'm a simple man. I don't require an ask for too much or too little. I try to be moderate and I try to be down the middle. We're simple creatures, man. And then when you got wisdom, you get to really understand certain things and why things are the way they are. It brings more simplicity. But y'all complicate and jumble things up, and it's like, why does it gotta be this hard? Like, again, why do I gotta fight you to love you? Why do I gotta fight with you to have joy and peace? What's the point? Why do we have to fight and argue? It's like, why do we gotta waste all this time? You know, you got that couple that 1 minute they're together, then the next minute they're not. They'll live together for 2 months. She'll move out their own spot just for her to be back 6 months later. It's like, why do we have to waste all that money and time and heartache and all emotion just for you to be back doing what you should be doing? Come on, man. Read on.
Making weak hands
Uh-huh.
and feeble knees.
When you don't comfort your husband, man, you make him weaker than when he showed up, sis.
I'm sorry, what chapter are
We're in Ecclesiasticus. You got an apocrypha?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're in Ecclesiasticus. Tell her where you at.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 25 and verse 23.
Right, it might say Ecclesiasticus or Sirach. It's in the apocrypha. A woman that will not comfort her husband, it might as well say, nigga, just stay in the bar. A woman that will not comfort her husband is like the world, weakening him, destroying his spirit, destroying his countenance. Weak hands and feeble knees, man. Go to Ecclesiasticus 3 and 29.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 3 and verse 29.
And somebody look up the word attentive. Y'all got that, right? Time. Read. Check this out.
The heart of the prudent will understand a parable.
Look up prudent. It says the heart, the mind of the prudent will understand the parable. Now, read on. Watch. Read on.
And an attentive ear is the desire of a wise man.
This is what your husband wants. He wants you to be able to understand parables and have an attentive ear, an attentive eye to his needs. Not, oh well, I'll take care of you when it's convenient for me. I'll deal with you when I'm ready. Well, nigga, I'm tired. I got other things to do. Well, I cooked, I cleaned, I did this. What else do you want? Understand your husband. Your husband is like a parable. And to understand the parables, you got to go to him and ask, what is it that you need, me Lord? Yeah, I hate that. Me Lord. Right? What is it that you need? My husband? Me Lord? Attentive. Read it.
Prudent, acting with or showing care.
And so it says the heart of the prudent, a person that cares. Go ahead.
And thought for the future.
Read. I'm going to read you what I got.
Okay.
Attentive, observant, regarding with care. It is applied to the sense of hearing and seeing as an attentive ear or eye to the application of the mind, or to the application of the mind together with the senses. So, are you attentive to your husband's needs? Or are you attentive to his needs when it suits your times? Are you attentive to him when it's convenient for you? See, it says the heart of the prudent. Your husband wants somebody that's prudent, that always cares. You see that?
I got some synonyms. Awake for attentive. Awake, on guard.
Are you awake and on guard? Wow, go ahead.
Noticing.
Do you notice your husband's needs?
Vigilant.
Because you can sit there and be like, what do you need? And he'll be like, nothing, I'm just chilling. But he might need something. He might need a little bouton, right? But you're not attentive enough to see that. You're not looking and saying, how do I break down this parable of a man? Am I looking at the nonverbal cues? Am I looking at those things? Am I watching? Go ahead.
Vigilant. Noticing. Did I say that one?
Yeah, you said that one. Check this out. Proverbs 19:14. Proverbs 19:14. And I got two more scriptures and then we're done. Yay.
I have a definition.
What you got? Oh, attentive, right?
Attentive.
What you got?
Assiduously attending to the comfort or wishes of others.
Come on, read that again. Give her a mic. It's the what?
Assiduously attending to the comfort or wishes of others.
Right?
Very polite or courteous.
So guess what? It's not just your husband, it's the needs of others. And watch how this is going to come into play as we read on. Go ahead.
Bro,
so it's not just, are you attentive to the needs of others? Because it really ain't just your husband. Because this is the thing, if you ain't attentive to him, then you ain't give a damn about nobody else. First and foremost. If you land up with your husband and you don't see what he needs, then you ain't gonna see what nobody else needs, you ain't gonna care. Let's be real. Okay? Read.
Proverbs chapter 19 and verse 14. House and riches are the inheritance of fathers.
Read.
And a prudent wife.
And a what?
And a prudent wife.
See, a woman that is taking heed and attentive, where does she come from?
Is from the Lord.
You see that? She's from the Most High, man. So if you think that if you ain't attentive that he just got to deal with that, the Most High will send him someone attentive. He will send him someone prudent. That'll be the gift. Maybe it's a gift. I just like to give. That's what'll happen. So, more virtue. You got to develop the ability to be attentive to your husband, attentive to your children, attentive to the needs of the body. I mean, let me ask y'all a question. Sisters, what do y'all think y'all going to be judged by? What do y'all think y'all going to be judged on?
How we treat our husbands.
Hell yeah! But not just your husband. How is the ordering of your home? Because if the man is judged on his works, right? Saving a sinner, teaching, flyers, mall, street speaking, class, all these different things, changing, putting off the old man, putting on the new. Y'all are judged on those things too. But check this out. Y'all are also judged on this. Go to 2 Timothy's. Go to 2 Timothy's 2:15. Because I think some of y'all have it in y'all head that because y'all are light-skinned and pretty, that y'all, the Most High is just going to accept you. Well, girl, I got green eyes, so I'm good. Or I'm 4'11" and I'm petite. Bro, the Most High is not a respecter of a person. He don't give a damn about your size. He don't care about your hair texture, your eye color, your skin tone. I'm mocha. He don't give a damn about that. He don't care if you black as dirt, tar, or as light as this ram's horn. The Most High ain't looking at that. This is what he's judging you sisters on. Read.
2 Timothy chapter 2 verse 15.
Go on.
Study to show thyself approved.
1 Timothy's.
1 Timothy.
1 Timothy's 2 and 15.
1 Timothy chapter 2 and
He's
verse
judging
15.
you on that too. Studying to show yourself approved. That's not where I wanted to go. 1 Timothy's 2:15.
Notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing.
You see that? You're going to be saved in childbearing. Now, does it mean like, oh, the more kids you have, the more chance you got to be saved? Because what does it mean by childbearing? Say it again? Yeah, but just not the microwave mom, like I'm going to give you microwave dinners and stick you in front of the TV, mom. Right? Are you the woman that's attentive to the needs of your husband and your children? Did you order your house right? Is your mind right? Do you have these virtues? Are you the joy, the peace, the rest? These are the things y'all are going to be judged on. When the Most High come down, like, what did you do for your husband? Argue, fight. Get out of here, you wicked and slothful servant. Get out of here, you wicked and slothful. All you did was argue and fight with your husband and be in opposition to him. You're not making it into the kingdom. I gave him all the sex he wanted. But yeah, but you fought with him all day. That's all you were good for? What about your spirit? You see, it's not just one or the other, it's both. It's a balance. Go ahead.
If they continue in faith.
Wait. So, what does she got to have?
Faith.
You see how, when we read up in those virtues, she had to have faith. So it said if she continue in faith, come on.
And in charity.
And in what?
Charity.
So you got to be charitable. Here goes that attentiveness. You got to know what people need. You got to be willing to give it. You got to be there for the body. Not just your own household, but the household of the Lord. If you're not attentive in your house, it says if a man don't take care of his household, how you going to take care of the household of God? So if you're not joyful in your home, how you going to be joyful here? If you're not attentive in your home, how you going to be attentive here? If you're not the light at the house, at your home, how you going to be the light in the body? You're not. You're going to be the hindrance. You're going to be the problem. You're going to be the contention, the arguing, the backbiting, the bittering, the murmuring, the hatred, the jealousy. That's what you're going to be. And that's what you're going to be judged on. Read on.
And holiness with sobriety.
And what?
Holiness with sobriety.
Yeah, that sober mind, man. That holiness, that set apart. I'm being washed, cleansed, and set apart. I'm not being the same woman of the world. I'm understanding my purpose. I'm understanding the abilities that I have in wisdom. The ability to affect things, right? My virtues are medicinal. They're healing. My virtue affects things around me positively. Remember that definition? Virtue, the ability to affect different bodies. So my virtue affects things. But not in a way where people don't want to be around me. People enjoy my presence. Because when I speak, it's comfort. When I speak, it's wisdom. When I move around, I'm moving around with grace. I'm carrying myself as a woman of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. I'm not running around like some brute beast in everybody's business. With no wisdom, with no understanding, with no discernment, with no discretion. These are what y'all going to be judged on. Read on.
That's the end of the chapter.
1 Timothy 5 and 10.
1 Timothy chapter 5 and verse 10.
And then 2 Timothy, and then Titus 2 and verse 3. 1 Timothy 5 and 10.
Well reported of good works.
See, when it's time to drop that report, wait, it's about how long her weave was?
Well reported of for good works.
Wait, she got the full set?
Well reported of for good works.
Well, her food stamp card is full?
Well reported of for good works.
Yeah. That's what you're going to be judged on, your good works. This is what your husband wants to report. Man, my rib, she did this. Not, man, what the hell's wrong with your rib? And he's sighing bitterly. Man, I don't know. Go ahead.
If she have brought up children.
This is what happens. She has to do what?
If she have brought up children.
Train up a child in the way that you would have him go and he will not depart. Not that she just had a bunch of damn babies. Not that she was an incubator. And she plopped them in front of the TV, made them microwave dinners, and then didn't give a damn about them. That's not bringing up children. If I got to explain it, it's talking about bringing them up in wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Go ahead.
If she have lodged strangers.
If she had did what?
Lodged strangers.
You see what it's saying about this woman, that she knows how to deal with a stranger. She knows how to deal with strangers. She has patience. She's not looking at us, oh, well, I don't know you. And it's not saying that you just go take random people and put them in your house. It's not saying that either. I'll give you the situation. A brother might come from like we have it all the time. Brothers come from San Antonio. Hey, babe, I need you to go set up the couch or kick the kids out of their bed, and because the brother's coming, make sure you make the room nice. Well, why he got to stay with us? Well, how come he can't get an Airbnb? Or how come he the brother's house? Or how come? No, well, I want the brother to stay here, so make sure you go. You see, lodging strangers. She might not know the brother, but does that matter? No. Because this is what she's judged on. Read on.
If she have washed the saints' feet.
See, is she ministering and making herself available for the body? Being that example. Like, is it all about her and her needs and what she wants? Or is she about what the body needs? Because she's understanding that whatsoever you do, do it heartily, not unto men, but unto Christ. So I'm not going to judge whose feet I'm washing, from the most disgruntled retard to the most brightest and bravest. She's not looking like, well, I got to do him. Why I got to wash, administer? Why do I got to wash his feet? He's whack. But I'll wash his feet because I like him. He's a good brother. You see that? This is what you judged on. Read.
If she have relieved the afflicted.
You see that? Come on.
If she have diligently followed every good work.
Wait, some of the good works.
Every good work.
I'm halfway doing it.
Every good work.
It said if she was diligent, man. You got to be diligent. And it's not talking about diligent and going to your damn 9 to 5. Like, oh, I was diligent in showing up to work. I did that for 5 years. That ain't no, man, listen, that's a means to an end. It's talking about the good works of the Spirit. You got to go to work. You got to provide for your family. But that don't mean you got to get caught up in that and then act like that's my good work for the day. I did my good works for the day. I went to work for 8 hours. Really? But now you're hiding yourself from the body and from the real work. The real work starts outside of work. Read on.
But the younger widows refuse.
2 Timothy, Titus 2 and verse 3.
Book of Titus, chapter 2 and verse 3.
This is what y'all are judged on, not y'all's looks, not your shape, not your measurements. Go ahead.
The aged woman, likewise,
Come on.
that they be in behavior as becoming holiness.
Your behavior is going to be judged. That grace, that gracefulness. Go ahead.
Not false
You
accusers.
see that? I'm not falsely accusing because I'm not sticking my nose where it don't belong. Read on.
Not given to much wine.
She's not a drunkard. Read.
Teachers of good things.
Read on.
That they may teach the young women to be sober.
So you're teaching the young women the same thing, sober-minded and not given the wine. Read on. Check this out.
To love their husbands.
To do what?
Love their husbands.
To be that light. To be that joy. To be that rest. To be that peace. To be that love. That kind, loving row. Teaching the younger sisters, your daughters, this is how you love your man. It ain't just cooking some salty food and just plopping it in his face. It ain't just throwing his laundry in the washer and leaving it there for 2 days. It comes out stinking. Cause somebody, it ain't that only. Well, I clean the house so that justifies you in being a damn demon. Well, nigga, the house is clean, so I'm gonna talk to you any old way. No, it don't work like that. The house is clean, and while I'm cleaning the house, guess what I was doing? I was cleaning my mind. I had the audio Bible playing. Not Nicki Minaj, not Cardi B, not some foolishness that's going to just counterproduct or counteract the good that I did. Because I cleaned the house, and I missed a spot, and my husband pointed it out, and because I don't got no discretion, no love, I flashed on him. But nigga, I cleaned the house. What the hell? Whatever I do, this ain't good enough. But if you was hitting that Proverbs, right? Using that Proverbs while you was cleaning, and then when he came to you and gave you some correction, you'd have seen like, oh, correction is grievous to him that forsaketh the way. Oh, iron sharpeneth iron. Oh, my husband's supposed to tell me things. He's supposed to point out what I missed. Let me not take it to heart. Let me not get emotional. Let me not take it personal. You see how the little bit of good you do gets counteracted by the dumb stuff y'all do? The idleness. You do some good, but then while you're doing that good, you're filling your brain with madness. Dumbass Pandora and retarded music. And there ain't nothing wrong with music, but the sad part is y'all really believe it. Y'all believe the music, man. Y'all be believing it. That's the bad. I listen to music. I don't believe Kanye. I don't believe none of that. It's entertainment for me. For y'all, music and TV is emotions. It's emotions and reality. Where the scriptures should be reality. It's the vice versa. The Bible is the comic book to y'all. Yeah, I'm an audio Bible app, but damn, that don't even sound real. I don't know about that. But you listen to the Weeknd, you listen to all and you're like, yeah, he really loves me. he's really singing to me, girl. Like, what? Nigga ain't singing to you? What you talking about? You really believe the songs. But you don't believe in the Bible. You gotta see it. You gotta see it, man. It's real. Y'all don't think it's, the thing is, y'all like, nah, this thing is nuts. But it's real, man. Read on. Let's get out of here.
To love their children.
To do what?
Love their children.
Read verse 5.
To be discreet. Chaste.
To be chaste, to be moderate, to be content. Continent, excuse me, read.
Keepers at home.
You see that? All these things that you need to possess. Well, I clean the house, so now I'm gonna just leave and be out. Husband can't find me. The house is clean, so he can't say nothing. I'm gonna clean the house so I can roam the streets. Come on, man. Read.
Good. Obedient to their own husbands.
You see that? Obedient to your own husband. Not to the nigga down the block, not to the ex, not to the cat on your Instagram, not to some random ass chick you just met. I'm gonna be obedient to what she wants. But when my husband asks me for something, I'm not gonna do that. I wanna make sure that I'm equates to everyone else but my husband. Some of y'all do that too. Y'all think y'all slick. Some of y'all do that too, man. Y'all think y'all slick. Your husband will ask you to do something, and it's an attitude, it's disgruntledness, it's contentment. But guess what? Let something come through the camp text that somebody needs something. You be the first one answering. Like, shalom, brothers, I can get it. Your husband's like, take me down the block. I need to go get something from the store. Nigga, I'm busy. Shalom, sisters. The brother needs a ride to the mall. Shalom, brother. I'll take him. Like, but weren't you just, your husband asked you to take him down the street to go pick something up, and you was mad as hell about it. But all of a sudden, you willing to give yourself to go take a brother to the mall? You got to see the mind games that y'all play. Y'all make it hard. And your husband, this is the thing, your husband ain't dumb. He picks up on it. He sees it. Why you catch your attitude when I asked you, but in the camp text, you got all the smiley emojis and thumbs up and yay at the end of it. Where you going? I'm about to go give a ride. I asked you for a ride earlier. And you caught an attitude. But you can't do that either. You can't do that either. You can't be more willing, or you can't use I'm giving myself as a weapon either. Where I'm not going to give myself to you, but I'm going to give myself to them. We've seen it. Sisters have done it. I'm going to make myself available for them, but when you want something, nigga, nah. That's off, bro. That's off. It's 9:30. Any questions? What's up? Any comments? Any comments? Questions? Anything y'all want to say?
I don't have a question.
Uh-huh.
I do have a scripture just to top off everything that you just said.
What you got?
What
are they talking about here? Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm with a sister right now. I told you that.
Oh, YOLO, why?
You to show the sisters where the Bible it's okay to have multiple wives. Well, he just hit you with two of them. So I'm not gonna deal with that right now. What were you gonna say? If they don't know in the scriptures where multiple wives is, the 12 tribes came from multiple wives. Go ahead.
Well, you know, like how you're saying all these things, and then it might hit brothers and sisters in the moment, but and they might be willing to learn and follow the scriptures tonight or even the next few days.
Oh, come on.
But then later, it's like those scriptures never came out. It's like the talk had never happened.
Right, because guess what? You're jaded. It's like, yeah, damn, he had a point. He was on, and then all of a sudden you try to follow everything to the T, but then a week from now you back to the same old.
Gone. And so for that.
Forgetful hearer?
Gone.
Go ahead, read.
I got James.
I know where you're going. Read.
James chapter 1 and verse 22.
Uh-huh.
Be ye doers of the word.
Be ye what?
Be ye doers of the word.
Just sometimes?
Be ye doers of the word.
Remember, it said that she was diligent. It said that you were diligent. Diligent means you don't stop. So be ye doers of the word. Come on.
And not hearers only.
And not hearers only. So don't just hear what I'm saying. Apply it constantly. Think back on it. Let it ring in your ears, the wisdom. That's all it is, man. That's it.
Deceiving your own self.
Yeah, because the deception is that was a good word, brother. Man, qatazap, he was good. He hit my spirit. And then next week you like, man, F what he said. And you say it in your mind and in your doings. Don't be deceived like church. Sermon on the Mount, right? Man, pastor gave a good sermon. And then the next day you disgruntled, talking bad and bitter. All right, any comments? Sir.
I have one question. And
Is it on the topic? Or can we hold it? Okay, go ahead.
yeah, it's Proverbs 5:18.
Uh-huh.
It said, "Let thy fountain be blessed."
Right?
What was the fountain?
Let's go there real quick. What is it? Oh, Proverbs, right?
Proverbs chapter 5 verse 18.
Right, when you go through, see, I didn't read up. Drink the water, sister. The fountain. What does the water represent? The wisdom. Right? So when you read up, you really got to read this from and it's talking in two ways. As you read it from verse 15, drink waters out of thy own cistern and running waters out of thy own well. So it's talking in two ways. It goes in on wisdom, then it goes in about a woman. You see that? Because then when you get down, let thy fountains be dispersed abroad and rivers of water in the streets. Let them be thy own and not strangers with thee. Let thy fountain be blessed and rejoice with the wife of thy youth. So you see how it transitioned from wisdom into the woman.
Gotcha.
Then it says, Then there's you can go to I think we went there, Ecclesiastes.
Verse 13. Verse 13 says, "And have not obeyed the voice of my teachers, nor inclined my ear to them that instructed me." So is that
No, then it's switching topics.
Okay.
See, this whole thing, when you look at it, it's actually from verse 5, Proverbs 5:3. It's talking about wisdom and a strange woman, and it's intertwining the two.
Okay.
Right? So you got to really read it from verse 3 down, and you'll get the premise of what it's going into. Because even verse 8, remove thy way far from her and come not nigh to the door of her house. When you read verse 3, what does it say? For the lips of a strange woman drop as a honeycomb, and her mouth is smoother than oil. So it's going in on this strange woman, and it's showing you that don't be with a strange woman. Don't be going here and there. Deal with your people. You see that? This is how you get blessed. This is where the blessing comes from. Right.
I got you. Thank you.
Yeah, just read, when you get a chance, read that 5 and 3 down. Yeah. Anything else? All right.
On this?
No. I mean, I know it repeats itself a few times. That chapter. All right, man. If there's nothing else, I mean, we're gonna be here tomorrow. We're gonna be here tomorrow. Let me see here. I just want to see what a woman is simple. When a woman is simple, she passes it on to her children. Yep. Proverbs 31:31. A man should be ready to come home because he knows what awaits him. Peace and joy is in his wife.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Keep coming back for more, sisters. Okay. Yeah, we get that. Get him ready for the world. Great class again, Sabbath Shalom. Really good class. I need this kind of class with regular, not some cuts. I'm not here to cut nobody. I'm just trying to teach. If that's it, we're going to say shalom. We'll be back here tomorrow at 10 for Shabbat morning class. So